how's it going? My name is Gerardo Alarcon.
And my name is is Josh Magical Michaels.
Magic Michaels. And together we are
Joshrardo.
We both went dark that time. We both went.
I mean, you went dark.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Josh.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's your favorite thing to do today?
My favorite thing to do today? Play Animal Crossing.
Oh my God! You're playing Animal Crossing again?
Yeah, dude. Sable and Mabel just opened up their shop today.
Is that the clothes shop?
Yeah.
So you just started the game?
I restarted. Yeah.
Oh, you restarted Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
That's the saddest shit I've heard all day, dude. You restarted the long, arduous. Is that a word? Arduous.
Arduous. It is a word.
Process of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to.
You miss being on Tom Nook's fucking dime, dude.
I wanted to rename my island, and I had some beef with some of my villagers, so I decided to fucking do a whole Noah's Ark thing, cause a massive flood, and just start life over again, you know?
I like that.
That's pretty good,
great.
right?
No.
I stopped playing Animal Crossing for a little bit too. Tom Nook said something really politically incorrect at one of his opening.
Well, he
At
said
a ceremony?
at a ceremony.
Did he? Okay,
No one said anything to him. I'm the only person of color on the island. I was like, hey, what he says kind of fucked up, guys.
Yeah, Tom Nook's bipolar,
If
dude.
you're hearing that voice right now, that is the voice of a good friend of ours.
Ooh,
He's
a great friend. First time guest.
Yeah, he's one of TBB's.
TPB?
TPBs. Yeah.
TPB.
The Pipe Boy.
The Pipe Boys.
There you go.
I don't know if it's DPB, the Pipe Boys.
Yeah. He's affiliated with our season 1 guest, Daniel Cabral.
That's the homie, dude. I've known that guy since middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
We've been friends since middle school.
We got to get into that because I'm sorry. I feel really bad about that.
Now,
Yeah, unfortunately, we've been friends since middle school. Yeah.
well, everyone give it up for Vince Caldera.
Hey, that's me.
That's Vince.
Happy to be here.
Vince, first time guest. Thank you for being here, dude. One of the Pipe Boys. I love you.
I feel all the love. I'm grateful to be here. And yes, I'm one of the Pipe Boys, TPB. Yeah, there we go. Or trade paperback, you know? Here we go.
Trade paperback. It
Yeah.
does sound like trade paperback.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. I was like, I'm a book.
Is that like
You
an
are a
author
book.
thing to say?
With many chapters.
I have a lot of chapters, and this is fucking chapter 2 right here for me.
Whoa, you're at the beginning of the book still, dude?
Yeah, dude. COVID-19, a whole different part of the.
Wow,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So the whole first part of your life, you're in your 20s, right? Mid-20s?
Yeah, mid-20s.
All chapter 1.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty good chapter so far, yeah.
The story must get great,
Yeah.
dude. Wow, it's just begun.
There's a lot of character development, I think, in that
dude.
first big part of it.
Is it like the first draft? Because that's a long chapter, dude.
That's wow.
I gotta do a lot of revision, yeah.
He doesn't read a lot, so I don't think you really added to it.
I'll do an audiobook.
It's already a published
okay.
book, so why would it be the first draft?
Well, he's doing audiobooks. Don't.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, I can't hear it.
But like the audiobook that's like on a cassette that you have to like listen along with someone and like turn the page and stuff like that.
Oh, so I have to learn how to read to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll learn how to read as you do it.
I remember stuff like that, dude. Remember, I think
Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin used to have something like that.
Who the fuck is Teddy Ruxpin?
It's like a bear that
Yeah.
like teaches you how to read with like cassettes too, right?
It's so convenient that you don't know
Teddy.
about a machine that taught you how to read, huh?
Just to let you know, I used to be the best reader in all of my school classes.
Can't even speak though.
And all of your school classes.
Yeah. Kids were like looking forward for me to read because they didn't want to because they couldn't. You know why?
Or you like the kind of person that would want to be chosen when you do popcorn reading?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he was thinking about eating popcorn. I don't know if he was
No,
thinking about
no. Even in AA, whenever they do like readings and passages, I'm always like,
Yeah, he is pretty brave. He is pretty brave, dude. The first AA meeting he took me to, by the way, this is a podcast exclusive. They handed me a sheet of paper, and I thought it was just a pamphlet. And Gerardo's snickering behind me. Little do I know, they expect me to read this in front of everybody. My first meeting?
They make you read stuff?
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. You have to read 4 different things before every meeting. It's always the same thing. I know it by heart by now, probably.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the reading, you have to read another thing. And then the meetings I don't like, they make you pray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah, dude. That shit's whack,
gross.
dude. Yeah.
Might as well write a letter, dude. No one's gonna listen to that.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Yeah.
And they pass around a fucking tithe, dude. It feels a lot like church, actually.
Yeah, they pass around the 7th tradition basket where you give money back to the AA.
Like the long ass basket where you like, go around.
Yeah, pretty
in
much.
church.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, dude.
But dude, I remember when I was a kid and I went to a church that had the dudes with the stick baskets.
Yeah.
I was so jealous, dude. I'm like, damn, you don't even have to pass those around.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it was like an extension on the basket thing.
Yeah.
It's like a big ass fishnet that they just pass around.
The closest thing I can compare that to is there was a Carl's Jr. down the street from my old house that had the drive-thru on the wrong side of the car.
Yeah.
So you used to have to roll up, and the driver's side, they would have to give you the food through the passenger window. So they had a long stick with a little bucket in it, and they would put your food in it.
Is that pre-corona?
Pre-corona. Wow. They just built the building on the drive-thru on the wrong side of the building. So they had to get this long stick with your food on it and stick it in there. Dude. Pretty convenient.
They're ahead of their time, probably.
Dude,
right?
yeah, they're probably crushing it right
They're
now.
like, something's going to happen in the year 2020, and we just have to be prepared.
I have fond memories of that Carl's Jr.
Wow. Is that the same one we talked about before where you had a crush on somebody?
Oh, no.
There was an episode where we divulged all our Carl's Jr. crushes, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever fell in love at a Carl's Jr. with the girl that worked there?
No, dude. I'm like, well, here I go. No, I mean, I just always loved the burgers from there for a while. That used to be like my place to go for like getting what I thought was a fancy burger. Because I was like a teenager and I'm like, this is going to be the best thing ever. But I've like kind of gone away from that and gone to like local places that have like the crazy burgers because I'm like, well, they'll probably do it right. And I won't feel bad about it as much afterwards.
Carl's Jr. I had it recently. Still pretty bomb.
Bro, I'm down to go
It's
after
pretty
this.
good.
Yeah, let's go to Carl's Jr.
Dude.
I do. That was the Carl's Jr. that did catch on fire though one day.
What?
I was walking past it and it was on fire.
The one down the street?
No, this was the one in West Covina.
Oh.
And I was dating, this girl I was dating at the time was walking with me past the Carl's Jr. as it was on fire and as all of the employees were running out of the building. And she was, I think we were maybe a little drunk, you know. Oh my God. And she stopped the employees as they were running out of this burning building and was like, so can I like use your restroom? It was on fire. Pretty crazy.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
You know what I really love about Carl's Jr. is how lazy their logo is. It's just like, hey, here's a star and just fucking draw a face on it.
Yeah,
you
it is
know, they
pretty
didn't even
lazy.
try.
Yeah.
That I don't even think that mascot has ever said anything ever. Like every mascot for a restaurant has been like, here's Ronald, say something. Here's a cartoon, whatever. Jack in the Box, he's like some corporate guy, but
Yeah.
the star is just kind of there.
The star, no, you know what the star does?
What?
When the girls are washing the cars, I swear to God, I think this is true. He goes,
Really?
Yeah, you never seen that?
No, I mean I haven't seen that. I mean I remember when Carl's Jr. did all those commercials that were like very sexual.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Oh,
be.
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
be horny while I'm eating a burger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also they don't even make them 3-dimensional. It's just like a 2D star.
Yeah. Look, we're
Yeah.
gonna rebrand this whole company
Let's
right
do it.
here.
I'm
right
down,
now.
dude.
Well, it was always Hardee's to me, dude.
Oh yeah,
He's
that's
from
like
Virginia.
the East Coast sort of thing. Or, yeah.
Yeah, it was always Hardee's. You'd go there for biscuits, dude, and breakfast.
Hardee's sounds like the name of a bad boyfriend. You know?
Hardee's,
Yeah.
Well, I just think it means like when you eat a hearty meal.
Yeah.
You know, so it's Hardee's. You just make that plural. You ever heard of that? Like he eats a hearty meal every like 14 times a day.
I've heard of like a hearty breakfast, but that's like spelled differently.
Oh, you're right.
You know?
It is spelled
yeah.
differently.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they mean. You know.
It's just a really good idea, but they just executed it so badly.
Yeah.
What if they named it Hearties?
No.
Hearty, and the logo is a heart.
Yeah.
You know, but probably
that's-
not.
no,
you know, that's a step back from a star.
Vince, let's ask the real question, dude.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the best fast food mascot? If you had to say number one, and I don't want a 1, 2, 3. I want a number one.
Number one is Burger King. The Burger King mascot's the best one.
King.
Yeah, the King. Dude.
He's grimy,
One already.
dude.
Well, yeah, but the King had a fucking Xbox video game for a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
they probably had like the best promotional toys I think ever because they had Pokemon and they also had Star Wars like in the little Happy Meals. They also did the Angry Meals. I think that's great because you're not always happy. You know?
Oh, you're
They had the Nightmare Whopper not too long ago where they added so much cheese on it was supposed to scientifically induce nightmares when you ate it.
What?
Yeah, like 30% more chance of you having a nightmare. It tasted awful, but it was a good idea.
It can't taste good if you're gonna have a nightmare.
Yeah. Dude.
But like fast food's already bad for you. What they do is they're like, all right, it's bad, but let's take that up a notch and make it as bad as we can be, but make it promotional. They also recently, because of COVID,
It's almost like he was prepared for this.
yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know why I'm going off on this.
I love it.
But they had a Burger King crown that was 6 feet wide, so you could enjoy Burger King with your friends while maintaining social distance.
So wait, you put the crown on the floor,
The crown is on your head.
and it's 6 feet around.
Oh,
6
I think
feet
I
wide.
see these.
So
Yeah.
it's a sombrero. Then.
Yeah, cultural appropriation
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the king. Okay, whatever.
yeah.
El Rey de Burgers.
Okay.
Get it?
Okay.
But McDonald's isn't doing that shit.
No.
Jack in
Yeah.
the Box isn't doing that stuff.
Definitely not doing that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box is, they got rid of their tacos and now they're just making little mini tacos.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Dude, I gave up on Jack in the Box probably like 2 months ago.
Well, that's
Why?
recent. That's pretty
Yeah.
recent.
Because I just don't like Jack in the Box. Like, it's just too greasy. They got really greasy.
I like the munchie meals. That's been like my thing.
Yes.
I like that.
I like
yeah.
the onion ring burger thing they have. Like, it's just like cheese and an onion ring.
That's like that combo is just like you can just call it like a Western burger, and we're like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. It's so funny. You
cowboy burger or whatever. Yeah.
Speaking of cowboys, look at
Speaking of cowboy, look at this guy.
Yeah, look at this fucking.
Sheriff.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Roast me now. Here we go.
I'm not gonna.
Sheriff's in town.
I'm not gonna roast you. I mean, Vince did say, and I agree that you do look like Freddy from fucking Scooby Doo over there with your little ascot.
Yeah,
on.
dude. There we go.
Making a real ascot of yourself over there. Yeah, you fucking. Just keep going all hard.
Just
Yeah,
go
you
off on
fucking-
him. Just project everything that you're feeling onto him.
Have you ever seen this podcast?
Yeah, you fucking Scooby Doo monster. You fucking ghoul.
There's like this one guy from Scooby Doo called Creeper, and I think it's so funny.
Creeper?
Yeah.
Scooby Doo got wild, dude. When did the ghosts become real? When did the monsters become real? You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty recent, right? Or am
Yeah.
I crazy?
Like what? Socially aware, like ghosts or something
No,
like that.
no, no, no.
Oh,
Like
okay.
not people in masks.
Woke ghosts?
Oh,
yeah. Like when did they become not old, creepy guys in masks?
that is kind of funny that because of that, we're like, oh, anybody who's old and doesn't like to be around people is a fucking villain, dude.
Yeah, they're all villains.
Yeah,
dude.
and you know what? Now they're not in caves or whatever. They're at the fucking White House, dude.
They're not in masks. They're in
Yeah.
front of cameras, dude.
Exactly, dude.
They're
Wow.
not stealing bills. They're at Capitol Hills.
Yeah,
Exactly,
dude.
dude.
Wow.
I did want to see the new Scoob movie though.
Yeah, and then we saw that it had terrible reviews.
Yeah.
And then we went from movie night to movie night.
Well, like, I mean, if you're trying to watch a Scooby Doo movie, I don't think they're gonna do anything like profound. Like, what are they gonna do in that movie?
You're right.
Who's reviewing this movie expecting to be like, damn, I did see Scooby Doo at Sundance, and I was like blown away by what they did.
Their social commentary on the living of a dog in America is like
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
yeah. It really speaks to me
Yeah.
in my personal journey.
Yeah, it speaks to me in mittens or not cat. Damn it!
You were like really on a roll.
I was gonna say Scooby, but
Yeah,
like
why didn't you?
yeah, Bingo. Me and Bingo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good dog name, right?
Anyway,
Bingo. Yeah.
Bingo's a terrible dog name.
Dude, my grandpa, he rest in power.
Rest in
Right?
power. Yeah.
Rest in power.
My
yeah.
grandpa always would name. He would always get a German Shepherd, and he would name him Scooby or Bingo. And when Scooby died, he would name him Bingo, and then when Bingo died, he would make him Scooby.
That's weird.
Why?
It was very confusing. I don't know.
What?
It was just two names.
I was trying to find a way to correlate like the thinking of like, well, obviously because Scooby, and then when you find something, it's Bingo or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
I think I've talked about this before, but my grandpa used to always get the same
Yeah,
Chihuahua
dude.
and name it the same exact thing. So his name was Pituca, always. And he would, and when it would die, he'd get one that looked exactly like it and name it the same thing. And so we'd go over and be like, "Grandpa, what happened to Pituca?" And he'd be like, "Nothing. She's right here." And it, you can't do that with like if your child died.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't adopt another kid.
Does Pituca mean anything?
I don't know.
It sounds like it means something nasty.
It does
yeah,
sound
something
nasty.
like gross. Like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like some old man shit. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what it means.
Pito is
Penis.
You know.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa!
Bleep it,
Explicit
bleep it out,
language,
bleep it out.
dude.
And I've said like the F word like 3 times. Yeah.
No, the guests can.
Oh, I
curse.
can
Yeah,
curse.
yeah,
Yeah.
We
yeah.
want to be more conscious. The guests can be
Oh
less
yeah.
conscious.
That's
Yeah,
very.
we
Yeah, I
want to look
appreciate
good.
that.
You can look however you want. But,
So, anyways, pito is for a man's dick, right?
okay.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
what if pita is for a woman's dick?
Maybe.
Because they're allowed to have those now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, not
Absolutely.
They've always been allowed.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess, but you're
Oh.
being real sneaky with your words right now.
Pituca, right?
Right.
Or
right.
pitaka. What did you say?
Pituca.
Oh, pitu. It's not even pita.
No, you just wanted it to be.
Well, maybe like just tried to like name it Pikachu, but like he just couldn't remember
Oh,
what it was.
He did sell fake Pokemon cards at the swap meet.
That's dope. Yeah. Maybe.
Uh,
Yeah.
he gave me my first pack of fake Pokemon cards and my first butterfly knife.
You know, what's like growing up, I used to think that like bootleg stuff or like fake stuff was like it made you look bad or whatever. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like fake Pokemon shirts. Like if my grandma would go to like Mexico and bring that, I'd be like, I'm not gonna wear this. But now I'm like, man, I wish I had that stuff.
Right?
It's just so funny because it's like, why are you spending hundreds of dollars on like some Yves Saint Laurent or like some Louis Vuitton? You just get the same bootleg and it looks kind of cooler than the original. At least in my opinion.
Because it's more like unique and it's maybe harder. It's more one of a kind. You know, it's more rare.
Yeah, and it can probably like have more like liberty with like the designs and stuff like that. You remember like those like ghetto SpongeBob shirts, like ghetto Mario stuff where they're all like blinged out with rhinestones? I love that.
Dude, like the airbrush SpongeBob and Patrick shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's dope.
Or like there's even some stores that I remember going into and they used to have like very crudely made action figures in like Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
It said superheroes and it'd be like Spider-Man with like a Captain America emblem on his chest. It'd be like a firefighter in the same pack. And it's just these weird bootleg.
Yeah.
Remember those?
They call them like the Avengers or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The firefighter is the real hero, for sure. It's crazy because like now people are doing that ironically and selling it for a lot of more money. You know, like people have like a show where they're like bootleg toys. And it'll have like that same mismatch thing, like Ninja Turtle body, the Hulk head, police officer, like arms or whatever, and they're like $500 or whatever.
Because that's art.
Because it's art, dude. When really they just saw something that because they've never had a good idea before, they gotta take it from someone else and then sell it for twice as much.
Yeah, I'm not crazy, dude. You've never seen that? Me and Vince have seen it. You've never seen like those knockoff action figures before?
You know what? They probably still sell them by where I live, by the liquor store. I'll buy one and I'll bring it to you.
So wait, you got me confused with the Spider-Man with the Captain America chest.
Well, yeah, they just don't print them right. It's almost as if like whoever's
my uncle got this movie once.
Now we
that had Hidden Tiger, Crouching Dragon on it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And he was like, they only made 6 of them in the world, dude. I'm like, what? Let me watch it. I never watched it.
That's crazy.
That reminds me of my parents. Like they were in a gang and all that stuff, and like they'd never really had a real job before, so they'd like always find like side hustles to get money. But whenever they'd find stuff that they'd get from their friends that was like rare or cheap, they like try to sell me on it. They'd be like, "Oh, you see this lamp? They only have 20 of them." It's like, there's probably like 20 in the truck they stole them from. Like, what are you talking about?
Also, how can you prove that?
Yeah, exactly.
How can you prove that?
Yeah. There's not
so
GPS tracking on DVD cases. You know what I mean?
Well, it does remind me.
Well, maybe if there's 6 of them, then yeah. But what?
Well, no.
It reminds you of what?
When you said that, it does remind me of like, have you ever been to a McDonald's? Speaking of fast food, and there's like some dude in like the kids area.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Wait.
I didn't say anything.
And he's just in the corner being real low key, and he's selling DVDs.
You know what's so funny is like I feel like that just triggered a memory in my brain because like I was like, I know this. Like, like when you have a dream and you like, you know, they're like, oh, it's someone you've seen before. That was exactly what that sparked in my mind. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I used to. I actually bought some DVDs from a guy at a McDonald's ball pit one time.
He was in the ball pit when you get in there.
He was in the ball pit. Yeah, you have to go in there to get the DVDs. You've never seen that?
No, dude. But my mom was a narc. Like if I got stolen DVDs or filmed DVDs way back when I was young, I would have to hide them from her and then like steal we had like a portable DVD player for my little brother.
Yeah.
I would put that in my room and put it in there and then watch it. And I'm like, damn, this is terrible quality, dude.
Does she get mad when you steal other things like Valor?
I think my mom just gets scared. I don't steal Valor. I think my mom just gets scared from the huge FBI logo.
Oh yeah. It's like supposed to scare you.
She's like, no, mames, wait. I'm not gonna fucking steal this shit.
She rats you out as soon as the cops
For real.
Bootleg DVDs is how I saw Freddy vs. Jason and like a bunch of other like scary movies.
Oh, dude, yeah. When I was in high school, that was like my hustle. I would make DVDs.
Oh wow!
I found this like weird program. I used to torrent things on like Demonoid. It was like before like
Demonoid.
All these new, dude, because real demons are pirates, you know.
Yeah, dude.
And I used to print like this. They used to sell paper that already had the cutout of the CD. So you print on it, your little label, you put it on there. So I would make it look like it was a real DVD, and I'd put little menus. I could make a little menu like, oh, this is, season 1 of whatever you used to watch when you were a kid.
Behind the scenes features and shit. It's just Josh doing all the fucking burning.
I mean, that'd be cool for you guys to do like a bootleg DVD of this podcast and sell it at places for like $5.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Dude.
That'd be so fucking
It's like an
cool.
entire season, just like fucking right there. Dude.
That'd be pretty cool.
Hey, I'll do your merch, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, please,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Do you have a history of doing merch?
I don't have a history of doing merch. I've just kind of like seen how merch has been made, like at a distance. But I think it's fun because you can like try so many different things. I love Travis Scott because of all the merch that he does.
Oh, yeah.
It's really creative and fun because like you can get someone to buy anything if it's cool enough. You
Well,
know?
like the Reese's Puff box, right?
I bought like 3 of those just because I'm like, this is cool. I love this. He made a cereal bowl. He made the spoon. He made all that stuff.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm like a sucker for merch. Like I feel like it's weird because obviously like whenever I do anything, I get really excited to make merch and people go like, oh, it's because, you know, you're just so full of yourself. But I just love making like buttons and like t-shirts and all that shit.
Make anything glow in the dark and people will love it twice as much.
For real?
Like I mean, this is me speaking for myself. But like if anything is glow in the dark, I'm like, yeah, more incentive for me to
dude.
buy it.
Like
Imagine
$60, I got it.
Imagine if LaCroix's glue in the dark.
Glue in the dark?
Is that how you
Glow.
say it?
Yeah, dude.
Glowed in the dark?
Glowed in the dark.
I don't know.
If LaCroix's were glow in the dark.
No. Let's fixate on
Halloween
me saying
edition
the
of
word
a
wrong.
LaCroix can
Yes.
with a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin flavored hinted LaCroix
Yes.
and it glows in the dark. Yeah, cool.
How much would you pay for it if it glowed in the dark?
Yeah, it would have to be a good price point because then I could just get another bag of LaCroix's. Or
They don't come in bags.
you know what I'm saying?
You buy it by the bag. You weigh it on a little scale by the produce.
We're talking about bootleg stuff. I get bootleg LaCroix, dude.
That's
Oh, what
funny.
is it called on the can? What does it say?
They're called LaCroix.
And it has like a Y instead of like the OI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're called LaCroix.
LaCroix.
All right, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Vince, dude.
Yeah.
We could keep talking like this all day, but people
Absolutely.
come here for the beef.
That was just the
the
intro,
beef,
dude.
dude.
yeah, that was just the intro.
That's 20-minute intro right there, baby.
People come here for the beef, and I feel like you got it hot and ready.
Yeah.
So, what's your beef today? If you would like to start us out,
With the beef off.
yes.
Dude, I have a handful of beefs. One beef, I've been watching like some of reality television. I hate watching it because I feel like it's always, you know, showing people at their worst ever, you know, and we're like, hey, hate to be that guy. I'm glad it's not me. But like competitive game shows where you have to do something athletic, I feel like it's so exploitive. Like I saw Floor is Lava, right?
Yeah.
In the first episode, there's this woman who has 2 kids with her, and she's like, I'm just trying to get money so my kids can go to college. And it's
Oh
like,
my god.
it's like, what? Like, it's like rich people just made the show to like entertain themselves with like how far poor people are willing to go just to get by.
Yeah.
And it's really like, if you fall in lava. I feel like that's like every rich person's fantasy. It's just like, I want poor people to just dissolve into lava.
That's crazy, dude.
Wait, there's a show called Floor is Lava?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What network is it on?
It's on Netflix. It was like pretty big for a while.
What?
I forgot who I saw talking about it, but I saw someone talking about it, saying that their kids like to watch it or something.
Yeah, you basically like, there's like a bunch of platforms. You like jump from one to the other. Floor is lava. Haha. And
You remember that show Wipeout?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
Wipeout.
best way to do that. The best execution of that style of show, because they don't go into deep backstories. They get people like at their absolute like. I think they get them drunk before they start to. 'Cause they show up and they're just like, woo!
For real.
And then they just make a fool of themselves. And then the commentators are like low key dissing them the whole time.
The commentators like, woo woo.
Yeah, they're like
Making sound effects and stuff.
they,
Yeah.
they always do it like it
should've
looks
just
like
said that.
Mark's gonna go for the thing. I think he's gonna make. Oh, he didn't make it. They just like he times everything perfectly. They're geniuses on that show.
And then like someone fails and they just like replay it, rewind it.
Yeah.
And like, look at how awful they did at this
And
thing.
they do
Play it
callbacks. They'll be like, well, remember when that guy did the fucking, and he fucking ripped his pants?
yeah, there's a woman like her kids don't make it through the jump, and I guess someone's not going to college. They didn't say that, but that's basically what they make it like.
No, they on the floor is lava. You're saying
Yeah, I mean they don't say exactly.
because
but
on
it's basically-
Wipeout they've probably literally said that. They probably literally said that because they're comedic geniuses.
I guess they didn't really want $50,000.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think it's like a British guy.
He has it's the wacky guy. It's like the TMZ voice for Wipeout, right? Am I wrong?
Maybe I watched.
Maybe.
I watched British Wipeout.
British Wipeout, yeah.
This looked like he's going for the 47 pounds.
Oh, that was a proper fall there.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? Are we gonna get our grand prize of fucking £4 on the show?
So you what your beef is the exploitation of the reality TV show stars.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just so awful. Like
Yeah.
even like with like American Idol and like even like cook-off shows, it's like, all right, here are your dreams. Here's why they suck, and why you'll never do it. Like the prize is like $1 million, which is like compared to like what everybody that's like a judge there like makes. It's like just give them some money to continue their dreams. You know,
dude. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's like you're either the best and you win this much money, or you have someone telling you why you can't do what you want to do. I think that's so crazy.
Yeah, you're so right, dude, because there's extras on movies that get paid at least $60 or $70 for a couple of hours, Yeah. And I wonder if reality TV show stars don't get paid at all.
It's a great question, dude.
Yeah, if they're not part of a union. They're just coming on TV to say like, oh, I didn't do anything with my life and I want to make a lot of money right now.
Yeah, I want to go on Ultimate Ninja Warrior because I'm the best guy at my gym.
I've been working out for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, even like with like stand-up competitions and stuff like that. Like I think we had done like the NBC diversity.
We went to the audition together, dude.
And it's like, what I didn't like is like there's like white people there trying to tell me how diverse I am and how my joke isn't good enough for something. Yeah. But like they'll pass like a white person later on who
Well, that was my thing, dude, because we were in line, bro, and we were like in line for a long time.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of talking about what we were gonna do, and it's called the Diversity Showcase, is what it's called, right? So you should have seen me, bro. I went up there with the most diverse joke of all. I tried to fit so many things.
Did you do your fucking, hey, fool, my car's like fucking not working?
I did that one.
You did?
But it was so crazy because I tried to cram as much information because we had like what, a minute or two?
Yeah, 1 minute,
to like cram as much stuff about me that would be considered diverse into a minute. It's kind of sad.
So Mexican white thing?
Well, yeah, but I like went into like that.
It's identity, dude. What do you mean, dude? Mexican white thing? That's your identity, man.
Thank you. And I also went into like, just like my family situation. I was like, I pitched them a whole fucking show, dude, in a minute.
And they're like, cute, but no thank you.
Yeah, Vince, you actually made it to the next round.
I made it to the next round, but they didn't get past that. But I mean, then afterwards, you're like, oh, fucking, what if I did this or whatever?
Yeah,
but it's also like, that's fine,
Yeah.
Did you get more than just a minute the second time around?
2 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, they give you an extra minute, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, look, we like your story, but give us more.
Give us more.
Yeah.
Make it twice as long.
It was so crazy, that experience, dude, because I remember the lady in the back. There was 3 people watching, and one of the ladies who said she was like some executive producer was laughing, and the other 2 people didn't make a sound. But I didn't know if making one person laugh was like enough. It wasn't.
It's so weird because like they're all like gatekeepers or whatever, but they're all people that have never been cool in their life and feel like they can dictate what cool is, and that's what I don't like about that sort of stuff, because like you'll never be the thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, it was also weird because like I started to like blame because we got sent it in groups, and so I started to blame the groups. I was like, if my group was funnier, like maybe because like it felt like nobody got picked from our group. And I just blamed like everybody.
Dude, I kill a group interview, dude. I kill at a group interview. I'll be like, what are you going to do? Hire this fat fuck over here? Huh?
Your presentation is just flaws that you've researched
on the other people. I look up their Instagrams really quick.
Have you ever been in a group interview before?
Oh, yeah, dude. I kill group interviews. Dude.
Really?
Yes. I've had probably 3 or 4 jobs that I should have never had. The only reason why I had them was because they interviewed me in a group first.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, for reals.
Do you feel like you could do just as well for a solo interview?
No, definitely not.
It is. I get what you're maybe saying. It's like less pressure. You have more people to bounce off of, maybe.
Well, no. When I see other people like freaking out over this fucking whack ass job, and I don't,
yeah, dude, it is that. It is that.
Yeah, they're freaking out, and I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna tell them the truth, dude. And I would talk about me getting fired and shit and be like what I learned from it, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
And then the other guys would be like, damn, that guy's cool.
Yeah. That's the irony in it. Because I remember at my last job, like I cared less there than I did anywhere else. And it showed because I would go there to just make money and leave. I made a few friends, but I would pretty much be outside of all the drama. I would just whatever. And ironically, that made them want to promote me. They were like,
Wow.
"We want to make you a manager." And I was like, "I'm signaling that I don't care about this job at all." But that makes me a good manager, I guess. I don't know.
No, we love your transparency, and that's what we need here.
I straight up told my manager. He pulled me aside, and at the time I didn't have a car, and I was like, "He's like, yeah, dude, I want you to be like a manager." And I was like, "I don't have a car." And he was like, as long as you can get here on time, you're a dependable guy. You don't need a car to be a manager. And I was like, okay, I don't want to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What I love is that I think everyone gets to a point in their job where they're like, you know what? I don't care about anything and how anyone feels. I'm just going to be who I really am at this job.
Yep.
And then somehow you end up doing better there.
Yeah, dude. It was the first time I had ever been myself. I think it had a lot to do with sobriety too, because in restaurants,
that helps.
You go out and get fucked up with everybody, and then you establish these weird relationships with people. But when you're sober, you're just you all the time, baby.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I gave somebody a job at my work, and who will go unnamed.
I dropped the name.
And when he was like open mic comic basically, and I told him, I was like, dog, whatever you do, just don't lie, just be yourself. My boss already knows that you have no experience whatsoever in this industry.
Yeah.
Just don't lie, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Right. And then I went to his first interview with him, and he was just like, yeah, I would do everything for you, dude. I was like, dude, no, you wouldn't. You're fucking lying.
I'll do everything for you, dude.
For real.
That's so awful.
He's like, I'm available at any time, this and that.
Yeah.
And then he would be like, what do you know about C-stands? Oh, well, I've studied. I'm like, oh, this guy's fucked, because nobody knows anything about C-stands if you haven't been on set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try to tell him that, do not lie.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he quit 2 months later.
Yeah.
And the interviewer is like, do you have any questions? And he's like, do you like me?
Yeah. Are you good in group interviews? I feel like you would crush a solo interview for some reason.
I think I'm good at solo interviews. I think just, speak how you feel, you know. I mean, obviously there's things that you shouldn't say, but I think you have to kind of figure out who you're speaking to and kind of navigate that and see what you react to and the other person reacts to. I've been in one group interview for a recent job, and that went well because I felt like I could just bounce back and forth between.
Yeah, it is reading the room, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell the catfish story on the podcast?
About
Bro, I have this story that I always tell in a group interview.
Yeah.
Because what I feel about the group interview thing is I try to get as dangerous as possible because they will remember me, right?
Yeah.
So I try to
Great strategy.
And same with stand up. You want to do dangerous jokes, but
Yeah.
make them laugh at the end, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's a sigh of relief kind of thing. Anyways, I always go in with the same story because they're always going to ask you what's one time where you showed a weakness or something along those lines.
Yeah.
This story fits for a lot of things, and I just start telling it. The key to the story is just say catfish as many times as you can.
Oh, you did say this, but say it again.
Yeah, dude.
But say it again.
Yeah.
It's worth it, dude. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, if you ever you need to get a job soon. So if you need to get a job, dude, just start talking about it.
I love the subtle. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's lonely. Nobody will hire him. But anyway,
That has nothing to do with me getting hired somewhere or not, dude. They don't check lonely on my application. I don't put that on the application.
well, maybe you should start being honest, dude. Anyways, so
Wow.
So anyways, the story is that this guy came looking for, and sometimes I'll say that he was African American or something like that, you know, to give it a voice for the story that I'm about to tell, you know?
Yeah.
And so he came in one day and he was like, hey man, you got any catfish? And I was like, no, let me check really quick. I don't know if we have some in the back or what. And then I was looking, or I showed him where it would be first. And he was like, nah, there ain't no catfish over there.
Yeah.
So I went to the back to look for catfish, and I saw there was no more catfish. And so I told the guy, look, man, I'm sorry we don't have catfish, but if you give me your number, I can tell you when we have more catfish, you know? But he got really upset with me. Man, I just came for one thing. I want a catfish, and fucking y'all ain't got no catfish. Notice I got 10 catfishes.
Yeah,
in there.
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I look like I know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't. You look like you just learned the word catfish, and you're trying to use it as much as possible.
Or you just saw a catfish and you want someone to be like, those are really weird fish. Yeah.
Or it's like you don't the story's a lie, and the one thing you think is convincing about it is catfish, so you keep harping on catfish.
No, the story's true. This really happened. And then the guy went to my manager and said, look, this guy is lazy. He's not looking for the catfish, right?
You don't have to say. You don't have to keep saying it. Have you ever tried it without the catfish?
No. It works every time. And then the manager came back and I was cleaning the freezer, right?
Yeah.
And he came back and I saw he was looking for something. I'm like, catfish. And then that was the story.
Oh. Well,
But I felt the reason why I tell that story is because I probably could have been nicer to the guy because he felt the need to go to the manager. Like it didn't need to go that far.
Yeah. How many catfish companies have you worked for since?
Yeah, dude. Does that really help you out a lot?
Yeah.
No, I just want to let you know that, unfortunately, regrettably, you did not get the job today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not a good fit.
Bro,
Yeah.
that story has gotten me a job every time, dude. It's so funny. And then, but the thing you're doing too is the kids, the kids that are also in the interview get like so lost, dude.
Right. Or they, like, you're getting the word catfish deep in their subconscious.
Do you usually interview like with younger people around
Yes.
you? So I guess you're also, because they're nervous probably.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're like, this is an early job opportunity, and you take it from them.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
By
work.
saying catfish.
Yeah.
And then they think somewhere in their mind that, well, I guess I just have to repeat one word a lot, and then this degree isn't helping me.
Yeah.
But if I say one noun a bunch of times, preferably about an animal, I'm gonna get this job.
For reals, dude.
Oh, my
I got a
God.
job at In-N-Out in January
Yeah.
of last year.
And you used the catfish story?
I did the catfish thing, dude.
Because now it's on their secret menu. You gotta,
Catfish?
yeah,
You just
exactly.
have to ask for the Gerardo and they give you a catfish?
Yeah.
Must be a huge
And so I
catfish.
did the whole catfish thing. I got the job. I only worked there for a week.
Because you ate all the food?
Someone's checking the freezer, and they look at you, and they're like, something's not adding up.
I'm
He's
just like,
huge, dude. He's like Squidward in that one episode where he got locked in a safe with all the Krabby Patties.
okay, very specific.
Oh, very specific. Like asking Vince your very specific question you asked him earlier if he's ever had a crush on a Carl's Jr. takeout lady.
Iconic episode, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, this is great. That's so funny.
Anyway, back to reality.
I can always tell the catfish story, dude. Oh my god.
Stop saying catfish.
I love it.
It's like a trigger for me now. Like I just twitch. If I go to a restaurant with like a beautiful woman, doesn't matter, or man, and they go, "I'll have the catfish," I'll just kind of fucking twitch a little bit.
They're like, what happened? You know, I don't want to talk about it.
Anyway, reality TV stars. Let me say this, dude. I think that in my opinion, it only affects the athletic ones that you're talking about, right?
Like that exploitation sort of thing?
Yes. Or maybe like singing, anything where they're following their dreams. What I guess is excludes is the love ones.
It's like a talent. The loved ones are the sad ones because everybody wants love or to be loved,
Tell me about it.
but they
Not
like
everybody.
the person that they usually feel like they're in love with is never good for them. Or I feel like it's the only time they've ever had like something that they think is a true connection. So they like heighten it to be something that it's not. And so they're devastated when it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I've always wondered like what happens when like the private jet, like they get flown places. What happens what happens when that goes away?
Yeah.
What happens when the meals go away? What happens when all that free booze goes away?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
the fantasy suite. What happens when
dude.
that goes away?
Are you talking about like Bachelor and stuff like that? Yeah.
I got really into it for like 2 years.
You really got into Bachelor?
Yeah. Yeah, what happened was I was dating a girl who really liked watching it. We would watch it, and then we broke up, and I was like, now I have to admit that I like it.
Yeah, but I don't think beautiful people deserve to be happy also. So it's
Yeah.
like if they don't find love, I think that's the least of their worries. They can have anything else.
Right?
Yeah.
The world is their oyster.
Exactly. Or their pearl because it's prettier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The
Thank
world
you.
is their pearl, dude. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you for
dude.
not saying, you could have said anything besides catfish, and that would have been great. That's a great beef, dude.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Love Is Blind?
I thought that show was like blind people falling in love.
It's not.
The same way that Beautiful Ugly, I thought was just ugly people that are really good at cooking. The ugly in a title, I think, just throws me off substantially.
Well, yeah, it should be blind people trying to find love, and they just touch people's faces.
I want to see ugly people do really great things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe then I have it.
Hey, this podcast, you know?
That's what I was gonna say. Damn it.
Oh, he beat you. He beat you. We've already established I'm Goldilocks handsome. Okay, we've already
Okay.
established that. Not
Like-
too hot, not too cold.
That's fine.
So I would be perfect for one of those shows.
Yeah.
Let's just put that on wax.
Dude, I would fucking kill to see you try to find love on like Flavor of Love type show, dude, or like Hip Hop and Love or something like this guy.
You like on Next, dude.
Yeah, next, dude.
Or like Room Raiders.
Room Raiders. Dude, if I
Like,
was
why
on,
does this dude have 10 anime shirts?
yeah, dude, if I was on Room Raiders, it'd be so lit, dude. I'd crush it.
This dude would be like the one at the interview where they're like, what's your roommate actually like? You know?
Yeah. Dude, they should do a Room Raiders for you, dude. You're under the stair.
Yeah.
We couldn't find his bed. It's like, look, check again.
Welcome to my room. That's so dope. And then there was that one, and there was, remember the one with the parents where the guy would have to meet the parents?
Parental lock?
Parental
like
something. You're
parental lock, right? Or am I wrong?
I don't know.
I don't think I ever saw that one,
but that one I feel like was for sure scripted because they would just say some outlandish shit on that show.
Yeah.
But what's Blind Love, or what were you saying?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
The Netflix show.
You like listen to what they sound like or something?
Yeah, you sit in like 2 cubicles or something like that, and then they talk to each other, and then they have to propose within like 2 weeks or something.
Wow.
To each
They
other.
never get to leave the cubicle?
No, they don't get to see each other till after they propose.
Oh.
The only way you get to see the person you're talking to is proposing to them.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty. That sounds really like.
Don't
not
watch
healthy.
it. It's a waste of time, dude.
Yeah.
I watched every single episode.
Why?
I was dating a girl.
When?
March, right before the lockdown.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
What? No, you know.
She,
Yeah.
she goes to a different school.
Yeah, she goes
She goes to a different school.
There was one too when you said cubicles. There was one where they like fucked on TV, I think.
On TV?
But it was like in a box that you couldn't see. But it was like assumed or
Yeah, or implied.
implied.
Or whatever.
Yeah. It was implied that they would go into that box and fuck. But they can't show it, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They could show
That's,
it.
I mean,
You like it. You like the idea.
I mean, I don't.
You're speechless.
You can have sex anywhere. Why is it like, all right, we're gonna put them in a box? People have sex in their car. No one's making a show out of that. No one's like,
they
go
do.
have sex. Well, they might.
They
Hey,
should.
They should.
In an extravagant car.
Well, I don't have an
Or
extravagant.
in a monster truck.
I don't have an extravagant car.
Or can you have sex in an awful car?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can fucking attest to that, dude. I've had sex in pretty terrible cars.
I've card sex too.
Have you ever had car sex?
Yeah, we talked about this like on a couple episodes ago.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Where
You're
I
right.
fucked in the Cal Poly parking lot, the F lot.
Oh hell yeah, dude! The same lot as your grades.
Got you. Yeah, let's be honest. Who hasn't fucked in a car?
It was the fuck lot, but yeah, the
Fuck
same.
lot. I
yeah.
like that.
I
That's
like
cool.
Vince's
Yeah.
better. Vince's was way better. Vince, you got more beef, or should we take the reins a little bit?
I have some more beef. I have some beef with jails. My uncle is in jail.
What?
And I thought that he would be released early because of COVID. I need that dude back. Like, It's crazy because like you kind of like see how much of a difference it makes when someone's gone for a while.
Yeah.
My uncle would like just talk shit all the time, which is like kind of why I liked it. He went to jail for shooting somebody's car because he got mad. Right.
Right. As you do, I guess.
And yeah, exactly. Look, hey, he got to some beef with the car, I guess.
Hey.
And he went away for like a few years, and now it's like we gotta get him back, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What jail is he locked up at?
Some Delano or something like that. It's like up like north, like Kern State or something like that. Wow. Yeah.
I thought it was maybe my alma mater.
He always like calls me.
Twin Towers.
he tries to call me like as much. That's funny.
Yeah.
My parents have been to that. It's crazy when you have family that's been in jail before because you're like. You try to explain it to someone, they're like, "Oh, really?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Well, I only went for 2 days, and I think you've been to jail for 2 days too.
For what? Having sex in your car?
Well, it did have to do with a car, but not sex.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll change the story, huh?
Yeah.
No, I was driving with a suspended license, and they took me for 2 days.
I don't have a license right now.
What?
Yeah, I drove out here
No, you didn't.
riding dirty.
Allegedly.
He took an Uber here.
Yeah.
I took an Uber here.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No,
he
dude,
drove
but-
the Uber.
He drove the Uber. But yeah, it was pretty crazy, dude. They took me to LA County, Twin Towers for 2 days. And it was wild.
Did you like it? I mean, like, what was you could have had like a good experience waiting, or
He's like, I didn't like it, but I like the activities.
That's the only thing is there were zero activities. We take for granted not only our phones, but just things that we have lying around, like paper and pencil or anything. Like you can't do anything. You don't have anything.
Nothing.
Even your clothes they take away and they put you in the jumpsuits or whatever they are, and then so you don't have any laces. I mean, you literally can't do anything, and God forbid you fucking talk to somebody, you know. So you just end up sitting there.
everything is like stripped away from you, and it's crazy. Like when I want to go like visit him and stuff like that. This is like before COVID. You did 30 minutes. You talk to them, you know, face to face. You had like that phone. Where
Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend who I would visit in jail. Yeah.
That's love. There used to be reality shows like that where like you have to
Yes.
maintain a prison relationship. Think how much better that would be, you know?
And the winner's partner gets freed.
That'd be great. That's high stakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather watch that than watch like fucking rich beautiful people fall in love and their shit falls apart like 4 weeks later. You know?
Yep.
But go ahead, because I have something that you reminded me of, but I'll let you finish.
Just like the transactions, like my uncle would be like trading stuff like for cigarettes and like for Danishes, cheese Danishes. I used to visit my dad in prison. And, like all that stuff is like it tastes so good, but it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
He does also like have these habits of whenever he calls me, he'll like freestyle rap. I think he's just trying to like impress his friends, but that dude has no flow, no bars, dude.
Behind bars with no bars.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm about to send him a dictionary to get like that fucking word count up, you know, that vernacular.
That's what his mixtape's called, dude. Behind bars but no bars.
Uncle, you said catfish like 13 times.
All right, Gerardo's his ghostwriter, dude. Apparently,
That's his album, Catfish.
Catfish. Yeah, dude. When my ex-girlfriend was in jail, I used to go visit her every Saturday, once a week, and then I would go to her court dates. And when I would go to her court dates, this is kind of sad. She would crush up. They would crush up like I don't know what it is, but you could get some sort of I don't know if it was a food or what. But anyway, she would crush it up and she would put it on her eyes for eyeshadow so she could wear makeup when she saw me at court.
Yeah. No, stuff like that.
Yeah. She was beautiful.
I was like getting letters because like people draw stuff on the letters and it looks so nice. Like prison art's so amazing,
isn't it, dude? The best.
It's crazy, and like they work on like their calligraphy and stuff. At least in my experience of like writing letters back and forth.
A lot of Tweety birds, Betty Boops.
Yeah, dude. A lot of sad clowns on the cover. Yeah, like tears coming down and shit.
I had it. Because me and my ex-girlfriend would also write letters to each other, and so she would draw because that's really all you can do at a certain point. So I kept all of her letters. She was really into drawing vampires, I believe, at the time. And so I had them, you know, those little plastic sheets you can slide paper into and then put it in a binder. I kept like a whole binder full of her prison notes for a while.
But that's awesome because I mean, it's nice. And also you're like, damn, is this like a hidden ability that like people have, like just being really good at drawing?
I wonder if it's like what they say about singing. Like they say that everybody has the potential to sing, but when you're a kid, if you don't work that muscle out, then you lose it. And kids get shamed into not singing. That's why everybody at a certain point loses the ability to sing. I wonder if drawing is similar.
Like how kids have the ability to see ghosts, you know, but as they get older, we tell them like ghosts aren't real, so they lose that, you know.
Wow, dude, I do believe kids see some wild shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean all those scary movies where like there's like a little kid that's like playing with an imaginary friend. I feel like only white kids have imaginary friends, honestly.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this person's here, and their mom's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
dude, I stole somebody's imaginary friend.
Oh yeah,
kidnapping.
Yeah. No, it isn't. Yeah. He was a man. His name was Margarita Man.
And what little kid has a Margarita Man imaginary friend?
Kid with trauma.
Yeah.
I just stole it. I was this one chick in my science class in ninth grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she had Margarita Man, and I was so lonely. I was just like, "That's a cool name."
Okay, Margarita Man was for sure her dad. Like he loved margaritas and
yikes.
Then you play like that sliding whistle that you have. Yeah.
And then you took him from her.
Dude, Vince is very PC. I haven't had to use this at all.
I know, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
is that only when people say some stupid shit?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's the PC whistle. Dude.
Yeah, it's the PC whistle.
That's broken from Daniel's episode.
I had to tape it together.
Bro, we kind of updated the audience a little bit, but I mean, I don't know how much we should, but Daniel's been getting heat from that episode.
Still to this day?
I mean, last time we checked in, it was a couple days ago, and he was still getting heat.
Did he get fired or no?
I don't really know what the status is so far.
Everybody's on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, we want to know what happened. So we brought him here,
and he's going to be coming through that door in 3, 2, 1.
No, but last I heard, he had a meeting with HR.
Oh wow,
Homie
homie resources.
Homie resources.
I wish, dude. That'd be so dope.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, just like an advocate for homies. like, look, Dick, it's not looking good for you right now.
I mean,
I'm
honestly,
tell you the facts.
Honestly, dog, like, I can't even think of anything else.
Dick,
to say.
like, the boss is tripping right now, but I got your back.
Yeah.
Hey, fool, you're gonna have to lay low, dog, because the boss is like, don't like you, homie.
I couldn't think of anything else to say because I've never been in trouble at work.
Wow, I've been in so much trouble at work.
Yeah, you do look like you always.
That's funny. Yeah,
Show
for like
up
not
late.
even doing anything bad. There's like Gerardo did something, and they're like, I believe it.
Well, yeah, dude, that was my conditioning was school, dude. I went to school with a bunch of white people.
Yeah,
I was like one of the only Mexicans in every class, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
Because there wasn't other Mexicans and black people.
Yeah.
But we were never in like the same
And
class.
that's it.
And then so everyone would always send me to the office.
What?
I
Why?
always got sent to the office, dude.
Why?
Remember I told you one time I did it to myself though too.
Yeah.
Like my 8th grade teacher, Mr. Bocanegra.
Oh, yeah.
You like the soccer player's dad.
Yeah.
Oh
Right?
yeah, and then the guy who called you Fat
What?
Rardo or whatever.
Oh no, retardo.
Oh, retardo.
That was my 5th
Damn.
grade
yeah.
musical teacher. Anyways,
yeah.
our word tardo. In 8th grade,
Yeah.
Mr. Bocanegra was playing Casablanca.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit whack,
Because it is.
Yeah, dude. So I started
at that age.
I started fake crying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he sent me to the office.
There was like in middle school, someone tried playing the Amadeus movie. That movie sucks, dude. Why are you playing that movie to Latino kids?
Amadeus?
Amadeus, dude. I don't name one slapper by Amadeus right now. You can't, dude. Play like I know this wasn't around when I was like play some Travis Scott documentary or something.
Is Amadeus like a Tyler Perry movie?
No.
Amadeus goes to that'd be like the white version of a Medea movie.
Yeah.
Amadeus goes to Socrates.
Which isn't Medea just where? Where does she go?
It's Sicily.
Isn't Medea like the black white version, or I guess it's a man, Tyler Perry, in dressing up as a black woman version of Ernest? Remember Ernest?
What's Ernest?
Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to. He was like this white hillbilly guy who would just go everywhere.
Be in different
He's
situations.
going places.
Yeah. Like Ernest takes a road trip. Ernest goes to the lake.
Stuff like that. Like I've never thought it was funny, or like how it is funny. Like when a man dresses up as a girl, and we're like, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Let's make a movie out of this.
Yeah.
It's like this is boring. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's also
'cause
like transphobic, right?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it just seems weird. Like when John Travolta was in Hairspray. Like why?
But the best part of the Ernest movies?
What?
Leaving, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Credits. All right.
Yeah, the credits. Here we go.
And that's the episode.
See you later.
No, the best part of the Ernest movies were the freaking posters.
Oh, they were great.
Because it was just his face, like every time, like
Always, dude.
always pissed.
Like Ernest takes a road trip. He's like hanging off an RV, like all the time, dude. Ernest goes to the grocery store. They're scanning his LaCroix.
Yeah, for real. He was always like in a weird position.
Yeah.
But it was always super zoomed on his
Always. It was like that angle where his face is here, but then his body's really small because it's like that angle. Shout out to Ernest, dude.
Yeah, dude, where you
at?
Let's
Dude.
watch an Ernest movie.
Right now, let's get it up there.
Yeah, let's get it up there. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like I feel like that's what those Medea movies are. Same thing, repackaged.
Yeah, definitely.
Gerardo, let's get some beef from you, dude.
My beef.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right.
You like beef?
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm gonna actually use Vince as
You're gonna use me.
yeah. I'm gonna use you.
All right, cool.
Do you have his permission?
I don't have beef with you, dude, because you're you're the wokest guest we've ever had, dude.
Oh wow, dude! I'm not saying that I'm not woke, but it's also like
It's pretty sad.
that's been a lot of episodes, man.
Yeah.
This is
70, I think, right?
no, yeah, almost 70.
Almost 70.
Yeah.
Who's been the most problematic?
Oh,
Are you allowed to say that?
Ramon Hernandez.
I mean, Ramon did say some
Yeah.
wild
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
But problematic.
Daniel.
Daniel,
That's
no,
funny.
no. Let's just say this. We've had some problems.
Okay,
Yeah, let's just say that.
I respect that.
But
do you
so
have-
I'm gonna use you
Yeah.
and your knowledge of Travis Scott, right?
Some knowledge of it, yeah.
But
Mostly
you know
his
some
products.
songs. You know some songs.
Yeah.
So my beef
Yeah.
is when you're connecting with somebody for the first time.
Yeah.
And you're like, you get to know their musical tastes.
Yeah.
And if you're like, what kind of music do you listen to? And I say like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I love Travis Scott, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like something like, that one song Sicko Mode?
Yeah.
And then they're like, dude, that song fucking sucks, dude. Why would you like that song? It's like, if you like Travis Scott or any artist that we're connecting on with and you're going to give him such high praise, don't fucking diss the first song I fucking bring up.
Yeah, it's like why would you have this mutual love for it or
Yeah.
fascination, and you're like, that's awful.
Yeah, that song sucks, dude.
Yeah. Who does that? Who does? It's like the same thing happens with directors too, right?
Yeah.
They go, I love fucking Stanley Kubrick or whatever. My favorite movie is The Shining. Nobody thinks that movie sucks.
No,
I hate when anyone talks about directors. It's like
Yeah.
that person doesn't give a fuck about you
Yeah.
and what you like. I mean, I think it's also like when people talk about what stand-ups they like, and they're always like, "Oh, Dave Chappelle is my favorite." I'm like, I feel like comics who like Dave Chappelle the most, like in the open mic scene, are usually the worst comics at comedy.
That's a good point, dude. It's his favorite.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
Or like Seinfeld. Or whatever.
He only proves your point.
I'm gonna double down.
But yeah, dude, you're right. Anybody who brings up like directors and stuff like that,
Yeah.
even people, who have a favorite. If they're like a pretentious director, like if there's someone who only produces movies through like A24 or something,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, who's the guy who directed Midsommar? He's my favorite director.
Oh, who's that guy?
Like, fuck you,
when someone says like Wes Anderson or or
Wes
Tarantino.
Wes Anderson is the most pretentious dude.
Yeah.
Does everything have to be a different color?
Or
Everything's different colors, dude.
Yeah.
Everything looks like it's like they're toys. I feel like in his movies,
All I'm saying is that I'm very communist with the things you like. If you like the one thing this guy did, then you like everything he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand the vein of his work.
But also, I feel like if people will think that if you made one good thing, everything else you're going to make is going to be amazing. But you can make one good thing, and that will probably be the only good thing you ever make. You can stop making things. I don't need to see more of your shit. Quentin Tarantino, for example.
Well, at least he gave himself a number. Who knows if he's going to stick to that number? But at least he said, 8 films? Or
9 or
whatever?
10 or something.
9 like left?
Well,
No, one left. There's only one left.
Oh, he has one left.
He
Okay.
like at the beginning of his career, he's like, I'm only going to make, let's say, 9 movies. And I think he made his 9th, or he's making one more or something like that.
He's got one more to go.
Yeah.
At least, because you're right, dude. Most of the time, people can just stop. You don't have to keep making things.
Yeah, I guess they do it to make more money, but
True.
I think unless you're doing something new with your art or with your creativity, you shouldn't be making new stuff because you need to show people different perspectives and sides of you that you can grow and achieve that. Otherwise, you're just going to be making the same Medea movies. You're going to be making the same records. You're going to be making the same Drake songs,
Yeah.
It's like,
well, I do like how Drake, hear me out, dude, challenges
yeah.
himself a little from time to time.
Are you big upping Drake right now, dude?
Well, I'm just saying, dude, he went through his little emotional phase. And then he went into it like he's like, I'm like trying to get a little more hard now.
Yeah.
And then he went into his teen phase where he was like doing British rap and stuff like that.
Yeah, the worst kind of rap.
Yeah, it was so funny though. I was there for it a little bit. And he'll still pepper it in from time to time too.
Yeah.
And now he's like kind of found who he really is, dude. And a genius. Speaking of geniuses, dude, I have to take a moment of silence for my wallpaper, dude, my screensaver on my phone that I've had for
you changed it?
What was your wallpaper?
Guess who?
What, is it a person, a celebrity?
Yeah. He doesn't believe Harriet Tubman did anything right.
Not me, the person I had on my...
Is Quentin Tarantino?
No, moment of silence, dude. Because I lost my screensaver today, I finally changed it. It was Kanye West.
Damn. Yeah. I've never bought, of all the rappers and all the hype stuff that I buy, I've never bought any Kanye West Yeezy shit.
Really?
Ever.
Why?
I feel like I like his stuff, but I feel like he's very overrated in the way that people celebrate him. Like everyone's like, oh, he's a genius. Whatever he says is amazing. I just don't like that he has so many friends that are good at shit, at rap, at art, but never say, hey, I think you might be wrong with this thing.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
And it also does seem like he is a guy, and it could be seen as like a smart move.
Yeah.
But he just surrounds himself by dope people, and that's why his shit's always dope. It's not like because Kanye's dope. I feel like he surrounds himself with talented, new, young artists all the time.
Yeah.
And
but Gucci Mane does that too.
I guess it is a thing that a lot of artists do, but I just Kanye, dude, what are you fucking doing, man? I mean, I know you're bipolar and all that stuff, but Jesus Christ,
it's too much, honestly.
The picture was so inspiring that I had. It was like him in a rolly chair, like working at like a shitty desk when he was young, making beats. And then the picture underneath it was like him getting out of like a fancy car.
Lambo.
Yeah, and that was like, I would look at that and I would say like, I'm Kanye.
Yeah, but like also when you see like him having like all those meltdowns, it's like, oh, this is how he truly feels about things. But he's really, I don't
disguised as a meltdown.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about bipolar syndrome. I feel really bad because the way I was explained that bipolar disorder was explained to me is that you just have really high highs and really low lows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm bipolar. I mean, if that's what it is. I mean, I also don't know enough about it.
I don't know enough about it either to really speak on it.
Yeah. The Andrew Schultz explained it well in his last podcast where it's like if you're right about, or if you're at one of your really high highs, like in an anger phase or something like that, like nothing can convince you you're wrong, basically. And then until you go back to like the polar opposite of that.
Yeah.
Bipolar. I did it.
It was also weird. Like I don't go to the doctor enough or do any therapy or anything. So there's probably so many things wrong with me that I just don't know. Yeah, I could have all these fucking things, and I'm just like, I'll never know that.
Yeah.
I'm
a master of self-diagnosis. I've listened to enough podcasts where I could diagnose myself. Like, oh yeah, I have daddy issues or whatever.
yeah.
Hypothetically.
Oh, it's so funny.
Hypothetically.
Dude.
Just saying. You've never been to therapy though?
I've never been to therapy, no.
Wow, but you seem so put together.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, I fucking hate myself. Or you do that thing where like you compare yourself to other people too. But then it's like those same people might be comparing themselves to you, which is crazy. You know, you never think of it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, to speak on what you were saying, a big thing that I have beef with is hero worship.
Okay.
When people put people on such a high pedestal and then like they do something bad and they're like, oh, how could this person do that? It's like you should never put someone up that high in your life to begin with.
Yep.
You know?
That's a great point. Dude.
Yeah, you shouldn't be putting people as your screensaver and making a big deal about changing them and stuff. I get it.
It's like, no, I don't think anyone is like done enough to, I mean, you can have role models and stuff like that, but everyone's going to fuck up at some point, but then you're going to be devastated by it,
Yeah, dude, everybody does crazy shit, dude. Not everybody learned about integrity like I did at Christian boot camp. Okay? And it was drilled into my head then, don't do in private what you wouldn't do in public. And that's how I live my life.
It was shaved into his head. They shaved his head at Christian boot camp.
Oh, did they really?
They really did.
Oh, wow.
And but they also shaved integrity into my head, into my brain, I mean.
What is your
like in the Lakers font?
Yeah.
What is your definition of integrity?
That's what I just said. Don't do in private what you would not do in public.
Yeah.
Which is why I jack off in public.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. But that's really that's what it was sold to me as, is that. I don't even know if that's the real definition, but it makes sense.
I mean, you can find words in your own way. I think that's fine. Webster, isn't there to tell you your life experience. You can define it when you come across it.
Yep.
You're right, dude. I tried to submit a word, by the way, to Urban Dictionary one time, and it got denied.
Oh, really? What was your word?
I forgot, but it was. I think it was like another word for like vagina or something.
So how high were you?
I was completely sober. I was maybe drunk at the time, but I was also maybe 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when the Urban Dictionary really means a lot.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah,
I remember
definitely.
I would always look up my name in Urban Dictionary, and every single one was about how my sister's hot, and I was like really mad about it.
Wait, what?
Like Gerardo, just Gerardo.
Yeah.
Not Gerardo Alarcon.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people made like Urban Dictionary names for Gerardo, where it's like a dude with the really hot sister that I want to fuck, and like, go.
That's funny.
That is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, not when you're fucking like 18 and looking
With
at
a hot sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Were your sister hot when you were young?
I think so.
I love it.
So funny. You have a lot of siblings too, right?
Yeah. They're all younger than me.
so nobody get any
watch out.
funny ideas,
Yeah.
okay?
Two 12-year-olds and then one 17-year-old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're like 24?
24, yeah.
Yeah. I knew that.
We're all like 7 years apart, which is also like the same amount of time that my dad has been in jail. So like each time he's gotten out, I've basically gotten a new sibling and a new PlayStation. It's also the same lifespan of a console between his sentences.
That's so hilarious, dude. That's awesome. That's kind of how it was for me and my brother when we were younger. My dad lived in California here. We lived with my mom in Virginia, and he would come visit like once or twice a year. And every time he would come visit, it was like, oh, we're going to get stuff,
Yeah.
So we'd get like Nintendos because we only got to see him that one time.
It's weird because like that's how they like make up for lost time, or like they try to like buy love with material things. And that's so weird because then it makes you think that the only way that I know someone loves me is if they buy me shit, which is so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, and like a lot of, I mean, I felt it when I was a kid where it's like, they want to give me everything that they possibly can to be like, I love you this much.
Yeah.
It's crazy. One thing that I didn't like, and I mean, this is fine to like this or do this, but whenever my dad or any of my uncles or family would get out of jail, they'd like be super into God and the Bible. And it's like crazy because they'll be like this like righteous cholo just like preaching the gospel and stuff like that, you know.
And then it's only a matter of time before they fall off again.
And they go back into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's crazy because you like just see like the spectrum of it, you know.
It is pretty weird though. It is weird because my family's done that a lot too, where it'll just be like I remember certain aunts and uncles being just like hardcore into Christianity.
Yeah.
And then just kind of not, but then now it feels like they're all hardcore.
It comes and goes, and there'll be like small moments where like I'll interact with my dad, and then he'll get like really sentimental, and he's like never like that at all. But like once, and this is like maybe 3 years ago, he dropped me off, and he's like, you know, if I go back to jail, I just want you to know that I love you so much. And then he dropped me off, and then I mean, he's been not in jail for like the longest time, but it's just crazy that they're like afraid to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've always felt like that too, like to be afraid to like be sensitive.
Oh, do you really feel that?
Sometimes, yeah.
I really feel like you're a very affectionate guy. Like maybe not with like physically, but you're like, you know, you're very kind and you're not afraid to be like, I love you, dude. You know?
I feel like you have to be, well, you don't have to be kind to anybody. You can tell someone to fuck off and that's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cost you anything to be nice to a person,
Yeah.
you know? Because you always remember the most negative experience that you've had with someone too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Are you, you're an affectionate guy. We're huggers, I feel
I'm
like.
a hugger, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a hugger. Corona's
Really?
You struck me in it.
You still do it anyway?
No.
Yeah.
I do not hug right now. I'm a hugger, but not now.
I've gotten blocked, dude. I've gone in for a hug and just gotten an elbow.
Yeah.
I did try to dap up my boss after like 2 or 3 months of not seeing him.
Yeah.
And he was like, sorry, dude.
He's like, can I hear the catfish story though? Yeah.
I kind of want to rehire you again.
Give you a promotion.
See, I told my boss about the catfish story, but it was in a sense of like, this is how I got jobs back in the day.
Yeah.
You didn't use it on him?
No. Because he just liked me.
Oh, so it's possible that you can get a job without saying catfish 40 times.
Yeah.
Well, now you know, and now you never have to tell that horrible story again.
It'll work again someday.
Wow, dude. I have a beef, dude.
What's your beef, dude?
We gotta stop.
Share it, dude.
Um,
Well, you gotta stop. Go for it.
You gotta stop the podcast.
Vince,
How long has it been?
107 right now.
Okay.
it's just convenient that he wants to stop it when I have my beef right now. So,
Yeah.
Vince, I first of all want to let you know that I fucking love you, dude.
Thank you, dude.
I second that motion.
I love both of you. You're both great.
You're-
Underappreciated, really.
Wow,
you.
thank you
Yeah.
so much. That means a lot.
And I just want to let you know that it might sound like what I'm about to say sounds like maybe a little bit aggressive.
Okay.
But I want you to know that it comes from a place of love and it comes from a place of tenderness.
Yeah.
And ultimately because I want to be even closer to you.
Okay.
My beef today is with people who like will throw in something like, oh yeah, that's like the animatrix, you know? And then they've never seen the fucking animatrix, you know?
like what I do.
Yeah.
I don't like movies. I don't like watching movies at all. I think.
No, yeah, I get that, Vince, but let me just finish, dude. It's kind of like,
Okay,
you know,
go
it's kind of like, you know, I say, oh, it's like Citizen Kane. It's like, oh, when you did that thing, it's like Citizen Kane. And then maybe you're a huge Citizen Kane fan, right? So you go like, oh, like when he's on the podium and he's doing that thing. And I'm like, oh, I've actually never seen Citizen Kane.
You're like, I'm not a loser. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and you know, what once was maybe a possible potential window that I thought I could crawl through to get closer to your heart is now like a Looney Tunes painting on a fucking rock, you know?
I like that a lot.
Yeah. I just thought of that right now. That was pretty good.
I'd love to see that in an essay.
It sounded pretty profound, dude. After I said it, I was like, oh, don't act like what you just said was cool, dude. Because it'll devalue it, you know?
Yeah.
But
So do you want to explain what happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's basically what happened is that, you know, Vince, you know, came in and was like complimenting the setup and everything.
Yeah.
And Gerardo said that, he said it reminded him of a movie, or maybe it felt like it was like some kind of movie vibe, giving him some kind of movie vibe. And Gerardo said, oh, it's like the Matrix. And then Vince said more like the Animatrix. And then I got really excited.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Vince is like, yeah, you did. You got way too excited. Because no one references that movie. And then I did that thing that you do when people get too excited about something where you just overshare, you know? And even if Vince had seen it, which he did see a little bit of it, it's like, come on, dude. I'm like a regular dude. I'm like a regular dude. I don't fucking know every scene from the Animatrix.
What is the Animatrix?
You've never seen the Animatrix? Neither has Vince.
I've heard people say it's like the worst of the Matrix because it's too long.
The Animatrix is an animated version of the Matrix, but it was chopped up into 5 short stories.
Yeah.
They were all animated by different animators. That sounds cool.
I just saw it.
Sounds like a lot of work for one story.
Yeah. They did one for, I think, Batman too.
The Matrix? Or
No.
The Anna Batman?
No,
Anna Batman, dude.
It has to do. I think it's called the Batman or something like that.
The Batman. I love it.
Yeah,
So
Batman.
simple.
Batman can get away with having the most uninteresting names for their movies. The Bat.
Joker.
Joker. But it's a great movie. And my beef is just that, maybe if there's someone out there watching who has done this, only reference things that you've seen because you can hurt somebody's feelings.
That's real. I should be more aware. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know of stuff and I'm like, that's maybe they'll like it if I say this or whatever.
You know what it is? I just feel really silly. My friend Cody has been on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Great episode.
Yep, great. All of them, great.
He always tells a story of a wolf that howled at thunder because he thought it was the moon, or he howled at lightning because the point is the wolf howled when he wasn't supposed to howl, and I feel like that wolf. It's really, I didn't need to say that.
No,
you didn't need to say
it was
that.
very poetic.
Was it though?
There was a lesson in it somewhere, and I'm taking that. Yeah,
I tried, and at least as long as you get the point of what I was saying.
Yeah, the gist of it.
Yeah.
Is there any are they called proverbs or like
Proverbs might be it.
I think it's a proverb.
like the boy that cried wolf?
Yeah.
Like, is that a proverb?
I don't want to say something, and then someone in the comments is like, "You idiot!
Oh, yeah,
Get
comment.
educated."
Oh yeah, comment.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Don't call Vince an idiot. Call us an idiot.
Yeah.
Call
If
us an
anything,
idiot.
call us dumb.
Yeah.
Not an idiot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Call us.
This is a teachable moment.
Yeah. But let's say they're proverbs. I'll say it. Vince didn't say it. I
Yeah.
said it. Yeah.
Okay, cried wolf is a proverb.
Yeah. So that one affected me the most
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
because I understand. It was I don't know if it was the first time I ever understood a story and what it does to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Like it hits you, you're like,
Yeah,
damn,
that
I
shit-
gotta be a better person.
that shit hit different, dude.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And when you hear the story, it's like, oh, this fool would just cry wolf and then laugh when nobody came to save him
Yeah.
because there was no wolf.
Did you lie a lot? Is that why?
What? No. What?
Is that why it resonated with you? Because you were a liar?
Because I was a kid learning how to live life.
Oh, so the way you learn how to live is by lying?
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
my mom would throw away my bootleg DVDs. I already told you guys that.
Oh, so you would just lie to keep your bootleg DVD?
Yeah.
And you would steal from artists by bootlegging stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wait, no, we all admitted to bootlegging things here.
Not me.
Pokemon
FBI.
cards.
FBI.
Wait.
Get him.
Don't do that. What's the statute of limitations
Yeah.
on the
is
Expendables?
The Expendables. Okay, so it resonated with you.
Yeah. So what are your guys' stories that resonated with
Was there
you?
one that resonated with you, Vince?
Um,
Like an old proverb.
not a proverb, but
Chinese.
A saying. Yeah, it could be anything, but
Yeah.
it's weird that you just said it could be.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
There you go.
maybe a saying like killing two birds with one stone. Did that?
That's just
this is an anime that I saw. It's called Fireworks. I loved it. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I've heard of it.
It's just this question that they pose. I think it's what if, and it just makes you think of all the things that could happen and an alternate version of the choice that you make. And I like to think about that whenever I make a decision. Is after I made it, where I'm well, what if I didn't do this, or what if I did do this instead?
Right.
Yeah. So that kind of makes me have that oh fuck kind of moment, you know?
Yeah.
Because things could have been so much different had I made any other choice.
Dude, for real. So I think that goes for all three of us.
Yeah, dude. What if I wasn't on this podcast today, dude? Who would you be interviewing?
Fucking
What?
some loser.
Yeah, dude.
it's a fucking open micer, dude.
Not some fucking cool guy. I feel really like the audience is missing out that they can't see
Yeah.
your
Can
pants.
you stand up for the audience really
Can you
quick?
just put a leg out or something, dude?
Look at that, dude. And then
Wow, dude, they look like fucking Waluigi's pants.
show him the
dude.
golf spot.
What?
Okay, then you're
golf
just
spot.
trying to get him to show his ass.
Yeah.
dude.
Do you know how it says golf on your butt?
Why are
It
you
says
trying to get him to
golf.
show his
Look at that.
Yeah, it says golf.
Wow.
You're just trying to get him to show his butt.
I didn't say that.
You did not say that. You're trying to get him to show his butt.
And we have a shoe cam too if you want to show your shoes
Oh.
off.
Where's the shoe cam at?
Oh, well,
just directly into your camera.
It's not. Yeah, you really gotta.
Oh, you can't stretch like that?
I mean, Daniel did it. Oh,
Wow.
it's not
A little up,
a
little up,
higher.
little up. Oh, yeah.
Shoe cam.
The shoe's talking. That'd be so cool if we interview a shoe.
Yeah. That's who we'd be interviewing if you weren't here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I just saw like googly eyes or half cut ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phrase was pot calling the kettle black
Okay, explain why it was so
Yeah,
deep
dude.
to you.
because
You lie a lot?
it has nothing to do with lying.
Okay, cool.
Both of yours are about lying.
And me
in
saying
different ways.
it has nothing to do with lying is a lie. I learned nothing. No, it really hit me because I never knew that you should take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
As a kid, everybody's words really hit me hard. And when I learned that you could call the kettle black would be meaning that if Gerardo's fat and he's telling me to lose weight, it's like I shouldn't listen to that's the pot. Or if I guess a more accurate way to say it is if Gerardo called me fat, it's like pot calling the kettle fat.
Yeah.
Which maybe we should change it in this times to be that pot calling the kettle fat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we try to fix.
That's a good
problems.
lesson.
Yeah. Because you shouldn't body shame, and you shouldn't call people black.
Unless it's funny, dude.
Right. Yeah, you should not like.
Unless it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Like you should call you should call people by their
Okay, you're allowed to do it, but you got to be I'm sorry afterwards. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I have to say it twice. That way people know that you mean it.
Yeah.
Right. Like what if someone came up to you and just called you like brown?
And they were brown?
They're not brown. Let's say they're white. How would I
wouldn't feel good about it.
Yeah, I
I
was a
mean-
gasp for a second.
I did gas because I'm like, that's like so awful.
Yeah,
For
what-
like any white person to do that ever.
In what context would that be? Like if they were like, "Do you want some sunblock?" And then I'll be like, "No, I'm okay." And they're like, "Oh, because you're brown."
No. What if it was like
They're like, you look a little brown today.
yeah.
Or they just walk up to me and go brown.
No, if like let's say I'm a white lady.
Oh, you are, but yeah,
And I kind of am.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm a half white lady.
Yeah.
And let's say I'm in an abusive relationship,
Uh-huh.
and you're in an abusive relationship, but you're a brown woman, right? Or a brown man, let's just say.
You could be either one in this hypothetical scenario.
I don't
dude.
think the fucking race
Right.
matters. Dude.
The gender?
No, it does. The gender doesn't matter, but the race does for this.
Okay.
Okay.
And then so we're both in abusive relationships, and then you say you should leave that guy, and then I tell you as a white woman, calling the kettle brown. Is that bad? Yeah.
Well, is the kettle brown?
You're the kettle.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm the kettle.
What? No, the kettle is always black. You fucking heat water in a...
Excuse me, I have a silver kettle over there.
Okay.
Silver kettle.
Yeah. How about that, dude? Why and what? Yeah. Is it,
Okay, so it's a rusty kettle. A brown kettle.
possibly, but in that situation, I'm the kettle because it's pot, because pots are larger.
Okay, don't...
Calling the kettle.
That's the whole reason why.
Pots are really big
That's very wide.
because they have to fit a lot of food in them.
Yeah.
And he's calling, I get it. So I would say fucking brown calling the kettle black.
Can you just explain something to yourself?
Yeah. I really do. Yeah.
If we were both in abusive relationships and you were like, what was the thing you said to me?
Pot calling the kettle brown.
Oh, because I told you to get out of that relationship.
Yeah, but you're in one too.
I don't think I would do that. As me being Gerardo, I wouldn't do that. I would go like, hey, we got it pretty rough, don't we?
Isn't that like being hypocritical?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
pot calling the kettle black is, kind of hypocritical.
Wow.
Yeah.
See?
I guess they could just say hypocritical.
Yeah, I'm glad we did this. I learned a lot.
Hey, we're here to educate, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We're here to educate and fix problems. We fixed a lot of problems this season.
Yeah.
So far, we
And you've
created
also
some.
caused a lot of
yeah, we
problems.
caused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
R.I.P.
caused-
Daniel.
caused a lot of problems, and one of the problems that we solved was, or I guess have still not solved, is people not leaving enough comments.
Yeah, people don't leave enough comments, dude.
Oh, we need more comments too. This is like it's urgent, dude.
This
look
is
at the camera
episode
and say it, dude.
68. Tell them this is episode 68, and there's no comments.
This episode 68. There's not enough comments, and honestly, it's pretty whack, dude.
Wow!
And,
That was good.
yeah.
Hey, can we do a little secret time?
Yeah, secret time.
Oh, okay.
Secret. You know why the whack meter is always green?
Why?
Because this podcast is awesome.
Oh, that's
Wait,
not a
so-
secret.
When it goes to red, it's when it's whack, and when it's green,
Yeah.
it's not whack.
Yeah.
Sometimes
All
and sometimes we'll do it like, maybe for our guests in the middle of them talking, we'll just kind of go like, okay, you're fucking
Wait, does that let them know that they're like being boring or something?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
It's been on green the whole time for you, dude.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
yeah,
It's below green. Damn.
Yeah, I'm off the fucking meter, dude.
dude, you're off the whack meter, dude.
That's you looking at yourself.
Look at me.
You're a sharp looking dude. I feel like have you ever thought like if you were in high school,
Yeah.
first of all, would we be friends in high school? And another interesting question is, would you be friends with your parents if you were in high school?
I would definitely be friends with you guys in high school. I was kind of friends with everybody. I was a nice person, approachable.
I'll tell you why we would be friends.
Why?
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I played some Yu-Gi-Oh in high school.
I played Magic in high school, and I played the Naruto trading card game in high school.
Nobody did that.
Nobody did play it.
That's great. I like that.
I like how you said that's great. That's great.
That's great. I think I would be friends with my parents in high school. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I was friends with like the like gangster kids and stuff like that. And I think they were the coolest kids because they like were really authentic in themselves,
Yeah.
But they weren't really allowed to be that in classrooms because like people thought that they were like just bad and like labeled them as bad.
Yeah.
But you got to give them a chance to express themselves. That's why they always have like those fucking black books where no one can see them. So they're putting their feelings in them books, dude. For real.
Yeah, with all the tagging on the outside, dude.
Yeah. There's like a teacher will be like, hey, what's in that book? Let me see it. And it's like, well, I had no idea you could read Maya Angelou. And it's like, that's not Maya Angelou. That's me. That's me in those pages,
Oh, shit.
So that's probably what it's like,
That is what it's like. Would you be friends with us? Be honest. If you were in high school.
Can I be honest?
Be honest,
Okay,
because
I'll
you're a
just be
fucking
honest.
crying wolf over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There's no wolves around. Wolf. No, but in high school? In high school is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a loner.
Really?
Yeah, I was super loner.
Oh, damn. I'm
In-
sorry.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah.
In 8th grade, I was going around asking people to sign my yearbook. This is before high school, dude.
You were practicing?
Yeah, dude.
Like in a mirror?
With a loose leaf piece of paper.
No, I went around and I went to Jasmine Garcia. We were in every class from 1st grade to 8th grade together. And I was like, hey, can you sign my yearbook?
Yeah.
And she was like, what's your name? And I was like, whoa, you know who I am? What the fuck? And then I was a loner.
What if she
Damn.
did it?
So
Did you get friends later?
I was friends with Tony Lombardo, but then they would get drunk every weekend and I
In
wouldn't.
high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
That happens, dude.
Yeah. His dad was an alcoholic.
Oh, that's not funny.
I went to my homie Nick that
It just gets even sadder with every sentence that you say.
Yeah. It gets real dark.
It's like, wow, no one
Yeah.
signed your yearbook. You had no friends, and then this kid had an alcoholic father. It's like,
Yeah,
Keep going.
I went to my friend Nick's house, and his house was full of shining armor, and I was scared, and so I never talked to him again.
Doesn't seem like you could be very choosy,
Yeah, no, and then I had a friend Aaron, and we were friends.
Sounds like you have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
For a loner.
But my Aaron became a doctor. I don't talk to him anymore.
You had way more friends than I had. You said loner, and
No,
then you
I
just
was a
named
loner.
4 names. I was a loner. I had one friend in high school. His name was Benny, and he didn't speak English.
Oh, that's awesome though.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I bet Benny liked to talk trash, right?
Me and Benny would just because we didn't. I had just moved here from Virginia, so I was going into high school, and I didn't know any. Everybody had known people from middle school,
Yeah.
so I didn't know anybody from anywhere. And so me and Benny just like to be around each other because we couldn't really talk to each other, but at least we could
Yeah.
like look like we were friends. And we were. And that's the thing. We had a weird connection. Not like weird,
No,
Yeah.
but like we were connected, even though we didn't say any words to each other when we would hang out.
That's so interesting that you guys are like, let's hang out with each other, but you didn't talk.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Our friendship was like a silent film, really.
Did you
That's
just,
like being married. I'm kidding, right? I'm one of those comics now. Yeah.
Quarantine, man. It's really
Hey.
hitting us all different, I guess. Huh?
did you ever show him a magic trick?
Benny? Yeah.
Did he go like, damn fool?
No, he didn't speak English. He went like,
Híjole.
"Chingao." Yeah. And then actually the only other cool memory I have about high school is I did a magic trick in the quad one time.
Yeah.
And it started out as a trick for one person. Because what would happen is I was a loner. I used to have a huge backpack.
Yeah.
I would always come with a giant backpack, never full of school supplies.
That's the mark of the loner.
Yeah. And I was always head down, like running to class. I was kind of that. And but it was full. My bag was full of tricks, and I would do magic tricks for people, right? And then I got that reputation in high school, but it became a lot of pressure because people always wanted to see new tricks.
Yeah.
And I only had like 5 tricks. But then if I didn't have a new trick, they would stop talking to me. So it was a real conundrum, right?
Yeah.
So I had to up the ante. And so I learned this like crazy trick online. I spent a lot of money on it. And then I did it in the quad.
Yeah.
And it started for one dude and his friends. And then they were like, what? Do another one. And then it started, I swear to God, it drew such a huge crowd that in the middle of my trick, security ran into the middle of the circle and was like, break it up. Because they thought there was a fight happening. But it was just me doing magic.
They were hyped on magic, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And
That
you
was
said
my
you were
high
a loner and you got a crowd of people to watch you do a magic
they
trick?
called me Magic Guy.
Nobody knew my name. They wouldn't sign
Magic
my
guy.
yearbook.
Well, it sounds like you went over to people's houses with armor.
We're trying to out-loner each other.
Yeah. I was high school president.
You were?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
Well, it's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things I still can't disclose to this day.
Why?
Not kidding.
Oh
Yeah.
my
As if
God,
that was
dude.
like that.
Are UFOs real? That's what I want to know.
Yes, they're real.
I
Yeah.
knew ASB had fucking alien technology, dude.
Yeah, we have access to Area 51.
Yeah.
That's where we get all the funding for our proms and stuff like that.
You were class president for real?
Yeah.
Did you go to prom and do all that stuff?
Did all those things. I went to grad night at Disneyland. I went to prom, homecoming, stuff like that.
So I have a question, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's good.
President.
That's good.
I love it.
Do you have to coordinate the 10-year reunion?
Oh wow.
Do you?
I don't know. I don't know what that. No one's ever talked to me about that. I graduated in 14, so 2024.
Oh, okay,
That'd be
that's a while
crazy.
from now.
Yeah.
I think you do. But so our fucking 10-year reunion, nobody hit me up at all. Nobody cares about me.
Aw, dude. Well, you can come to mine.
I'm down.
We can pretend that you were someone that went to our school.
He'll probably do magic.
Yeah, I'm down to dust
I'll
off
hire
the
you to
old
do magic.
cards.
Yeah. You can tell your catfish story. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
Catfish.
Yeah, he'll tell it to everybody in your high school. Yeah, dude, I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to any dance, school dance ever. Did you?
Wow.
I went to one. But in 8th grade, I went to one too with this. Her name was, I was going to say her ethnicity, but it's not really important.
It's not.
Yeah.
She was a punker,
Uh-huh.
and all we did was pop all the balloons.
Oh, really?
You know how many balloons there are at a dance?
Never been. No, so no. That's weird that I just said I've never been, and then you asked me, do I know how many balloons?
I think it was just like you do know how many, and then he tells you how many balloons are at a
Oh,
dance.
sorry, I freaked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I freaked
I
out.
wasn't attacking you, dude.
Sorry. Wow. Sorry.
Anyways, there's a lot of balloons at dances, dude.
This is why I like Benny, because he didn't run his fucking mouth. Like, well, that's one check on the loner board for me, dude, because let's just say I've had.
I have to be.
I was just going to loner you, and you have to go pee. What do class presidents do, Vince? Because I feel like they don't do anything. I feel like they put cups in fences to let you know that their football team is winning or losing.
I mean, it was just like being a part of like the decisions of like what would happen for prom or like for grad night and stuff like that.
Let me ask you the real question.
Yeah.
Did it get you pussy?
No, I had like one girlfriend in high school. That was cool. I liked it.
You seem like a guy who just has it all figured out, dude.
Fuck, I wish I had it all figured out.
I was actually absent more than I was present my senior year. I have a late birthday. I turned 18, and then I signed myself out of school, and I didn't tell my dad.
Wow.
Yeah, I signed up for adult school, and the rest is history.
I was late to class every day of senior year.
Damn.
Yeah. I just thought that I was in a senior class meeting or whatever.
Well, that's another question. Did you get perks because you were the president?
Yeah, I wouldn't have to go to my 4th period class. I could go do whatever I wanted. And I mean, there was a lot more liberty, I thought.
Getting those fucking presidential perks, dude.
I was like doing stand-up around that time, like my early years of doing stand-up. So I just like
You were doing stand-up in high school?
Yeah, I was like 16 when I started, but I really didn't start pursuing it until I got to like college.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. So did you go to Mike's a lot when you were 16 or just a few?
Like sporadically, like it just depended on whether or not my parents wanted to take me anywhere at night. So I probably did like maybe 50 mics in the first 2 years.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I was like, all right, I'll start doing more stuff because now I have that ability to do it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What was your campaign run on? Like, what was your number one thing you were running your campaign on?
Well, I had a very adamant stance on being pro-choice.
What?
Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
Is
You
that a
got my
real
vote.
thing?
No.
In 2014, you were like that woke?
Yeah, dude.
No, dude, it's not a real thing.
That was a platform I ran on, and I won on that platform. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerardo ran on the platform Catfish,
Catfish.
and he didn't win.
I just stood in front of my whole class going saying catfish.
Catfish, catfish, catfish. Catfish, catfish, catfish. While he's eating, probably.
And another question.
Yeah.
And you went to school in Frogtown, right?
Glassell Park.
Is that Frogtown? No.
It's close to Frogtown. What do you know about Frogtown?
Ooh, what do you know about
I just know
Frogtown?
Ribbit.
All right.
Yeah. I parked my car, or I parked for work in Frogtown.
Oh, like Atwater?
No, it's off of San Fernando.
It's like near the Atwater area. Frogtown.
Yeah, Atwater is Glendale.
It's
Right below Glendale.
kind of, but there's still like
If anybody knows Frogtown, it's Vince, dude. He's got a. I thought that was a frog.
Can you give
on
us?
a shirt.
I do have a frog on my shirt.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the
Can you
Daniel
give us
Johnson
a
frog.
rough synopsis of Frogtown?
Dude, I don't know enough about Frogtown. That's like I don't rep that. I don't rep Frogtown.
What do you rep?
Glassell Park. That's the neighborhood where the Night Stalker got his first ever kill.
Oh,
that dude's the reason why my house has bars in their windows still.
Jeez.
Yeah, my grandma was like super paranoid about it.
That's crazy, dude. You know what I'll never forget is when I went to go help you tape that set that you did.
Yeah.
And you were talking about I think Glassell Park, like you brought up where you live and you're from, and I think you had a joke about gentrification.
Yeah.
And then there was just this there was this girl who approached you and just wanted to talk to you about gentrification for like a long time.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself in that moment, Vince is really like doing something.
I'm a fucking ally, dude. I just don't do like that performative ally shit where it's like I understand why people make posts. It's like to educate other people on things, but it's like you can do all that stuff and not make an announcement about it.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to question whether or not you're a good person or
They
whether
were-
you're a bad person.
They were having like a really informative conversation about gentrification. And, no one comes up to me after any of my sets and talks to me about smart stuff like that.
Yeah, like someone's like, so Josh, you talked about eating pussy, and just want to know what your thoughts are on it.
I really relate to that, I actually have had someone say that.
Oh, really?
Maybe not about a pussy joke, but
Okay.
about maybe
Magic.
no, about I forgot what it was. Maybe about a shitty car, probably.
The worst thing that's happened, like in after show reaction, is I talk about a book, like very briefly, like it's one sentence, and this white woman after a show cupped my face. This is like a year ago, and she's like, "It's so important that you're reading books like that," and I was like, "You fucking Santa Monica resident."
And let me guess, dude, in classic Vince style, you never read the book.
I didn't read the book.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I'm glad Santa Monica got looted.
That's the craziest thing I heard after a show, and then you should say something if you have one, is a white woman came up to me in, I think, Laverne.
Okay.
And she came up to me and she similarly didn't hold my face, but she like held me by my shoulders.
Yeah.
And she was like, laughter is a gift. And you gave us all something today.
I love
And then
that.
she walked away. I didn't even get a chance to say anything. I was just like,
She evaporated. She turned into a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah. She turned into like fucking perfume or something, dude. She turned into potpourri. Go ahead.
You guys want my story?
Yeah.
No.
And now that's all the time we have today.
Yeah, go. Yeah, of course.
Well, there was 2 times I talked about it on the one we were talking about. I think with Daniel actually.
Okay.
When there was cookies at a retirement home afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And this one Mexican fool came up to me and was like, "Hey, dog, they got cookies over there. Is your uncle over there? Fucking Uncle Cookie, dude?
Oh,
He
yeah.
fucking cookies there." And then there was this other time where my aunt would come see me do comedy, and she would tell me how good I did, like over and over and over again. As like I thought it was like a method for her to like make me quit comedy because she knows how annoying that is,
Oh, really?
like reverse psychology type thing.
Yeah.
She was like, "Mijo," or not Mijo. She was white, but she's like,
She was? Not anymore?
Geraldo. She says Geraldo.
She's not white anymore.
She's still white.
She was, though.
No, she's still white.
She was and still is.
I just need to learn how to speak English sometimes, okay? Jesus fucking
Sorry,
Christ, dude.
I'm just trying to
We
keep you
have
on
a guest
track.
here.
I know. I'm trying to make you look good.
Come on.
No, you're not. You're calling me brown, fool.
Well, you're a pot. Pot's
Stop. No, you're going to go on a
No,
5-minute
you're right. You're right.
fat raid, dude.
You're right. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Go ahead. Finish your story.
And so she would always just say like how good I was,
Yeah.
especially like if it was a bigger show and people were laughing and
Is this a
stuff.
bigger show?
She's like, Gerardo, I don't think you understand. Don't bigger show. I heard what you said. Gerardo, you don't understand. You're really funny. You're really good. You know, but
Yeah.
she's married to my uncle Jorge, and he'd be like, Migo, I didn't know you could do this. Though. Like,
I always like when they're impressed. They're like, "What the
yeah,
fuck?"
dude.
Yeah.
Um,
I've had people
I
tell.
think you're very funny.
Yeah, I think
Thank
you're
you.
Yeah.
No, stop
Yeah.
it.
very fun.
going.
You too, Josh.
Very funny. Thank you, man. Just an afterthought when you said it.
No, I was gonna say it individually.
I mean, we have it recorded, so. Like,
All right, yeah, you're right. I'll retract my statement.
no, but it is crazy when I think the most backhanded compliment is when someone says like, "I didn't know you were funny." You know, I didn't know.
I just don't think they know how to be nice.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's just like such a weird thing to say. Like, you do stand up. How come you're not funny all the time? Then,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. And that's only really happened with coworkers and stuff like that. With
Yeah.
coworkers.
I'm not a fan of people that are always on. It's like you don't have to be funny.
I'm always on. I'm one of those
But
guys.
I like you.
But I try
You're
to
the
can't-
exception to the rule.
Yeah, I try to control it, but I'm always on.
Not always.
When you sneeze upstairs, I say, "Bless you. Are you okay?"
Yeah, and sometimes I'm not okay. That's not a joke.
I'll scream upstairs like, "Bless you. Are you okay? Is everything okay up there?"
Sometimes, and I appreciate. I thought that was. I didn't know that was you being on. I thought that was you caring.
Being sincere.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, is our friendship you being on too? That's kind of weird.
This one time he didn't answer though, because I think it gets annoying a little bit.
Maybe I had my headphones.
This
in.
one time he didn't answer, and I wanted to like commit to the bit and like
Yeah.
run upstairs like drastic, like stomp on the stairs, make a noise because it never does because I'm not fat.
Yeah.
And then open his door all fast and be like, "Oh shit, you know, I heard you sneeze."
Yeah.
Because you know, sneezing, they say you get closer to the devil.
Yeah, your heart stops.
Yeah, your heart
That's
stops.
why they say bless you.
Yeah.
When you is that for real?
Yeah, that's like a thing. Yeah, and whenever you say a bad word, the devil actually gets stronger. Yeah,
Whoa, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that. I don't know if that's real.
that's something that an old aunt told me.
That seems real though.
So you started this podcast off with 3 F words.
Yeah, I mean, look, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right, and you can
So-
only get so strong.
Yeah,
right?
it's like when you cap like a Pokemon level, like level 100. You know, that's it. He's not gonna get stronger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love Pokemon. I've been
For you to
waiting.
breathe like that. I fucking love Pokemon.
No one brings up Pokemon, dude.
No one brings it up anymore, I think.
Why not?
Now it's all just like, oh, I'll make a T-shirt with the first gen Pokemon and sell it to you for $30. I mean, Pokemon's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of done.
No, don't say that.
I mean, in terms of like new ideas, probably.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They ran out of ideas a long time ago.
Yeah,
That's a new Pokemon with a penguin who has an ice cube for a head.
that's pretty cool.
That looks pretty crazy.
I want to be a part of that meeting where they pitch Pokemon. It's like, how about, because there's probably been a bunch of shitty Pokemon where they're like, what
Yeah.
about this? And I'm like, I don't know. That's just spaghetti.
The one that didn't make it, the ones that didn't make it, that'd be so cool.
Cameraman.
Oh, I bet. Dude.
Where it's like his attack is Flash.
I'll bet
You
that
know,
was a
That's
thing.
the only movie he knows is Flash. Yeah.
There's one that's
It's very effective.
a sarcophagus Pokemon. He's just a sarcophagus with arms.
This could be a good sketch, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not good for podcasting.
In the world where we can pitch an imaginary sketch, it would be better as a written sketch. Yes.
Yeah. My favorite Pokemon is Gerardo, though.
Oh, thank you, Snorlax.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything out loud. But I felt like the logic thinking. Yeah.
I mean, if I said, there's only one Pokemon that you thought of when I said Gerardo's my favorite Pokemon.
Kazakhstan. You got it.
It's like Kazakhstan.
what Pokemon would you be?
It's Kangaskhan.
That's what I said.
Kangaskhan, yeah.
That's what I said.
Kazakhstan is a country.
Is that the Borat country?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Pokemon would I be?
He was waiting
For me to
for
say
it.
that incorrectly and then I get canceled, it's like, what he said there was the Borat place.
What Pokemon would I be? That's a great question, dude. I've been waiting to answer that my entire life. I don't know, dude. I guess I'm more of like, I'm going to say I'm a 150
Okay.
Pokemon. Just maybe a Mr. Mime,
Or like a Pidgeotto, you have like that hair kind of curl.
Wow.
Yeah, you're a Pidgeotto.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Maybe
Yeah,
you
dude.
really do think I'm funny. Because that's a compliment. I liked it. What would you be?
Like a Smeargle.
Oh,
That thing that has like the paintbrush tail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm familiar, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You would be a Smeargle, dude. You kind of look artsy like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be a Diglett. And then like sneak into Chipotle's when they're closed. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I worked there before. I know how to make the meals.
You'd be like a Tauros or whatever.
Taurus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bull.
It's like a bull. Yeah.
No, I know who Taurus is, but I don't see the
Why do you
correlation.
always kind of say their names wrong? You said Taurus.
You're like a parent that's being introduced to Pokemon.
You're trying to. That's why you were a loner, dude.
Dude, I was only 150.
You're trying to relate to all the kids, and you're getting all the Pokemon names wrong.
He's like my favorite Taurus in Kazakhstan. I have both of them in my party.
Tauros. Is that right?
Yeah, better.
That's how I said it.
You said Taurus. Taurus.
Taurus was the fucking bull.
Yeah.
And he's one of the 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never went further than that. I was like, what are they doing? I fucking with my mind, dude?
Yeah,
Like-
my grandma thought it was like the devil, like all that stuff.
My parents thought there was a period of time where they thought Harry Potter was the devil.
Yeah, my mom and dad thought Harry Potter was the devil. They told me not to try any of the tricks that I learned in the books.
I never read Harry Potter. Like
Never?
No, I bought all like the merch and toys, but my grandma didn't like Harry Potter. That's not what kept me from reading it. I just didn't read them. But people are always surprised like this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my beef. People that are like, hey, you haven't read that thing? And they're
yeah.
like astonished. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
Dick, I didn't fucking read a book that you like.
Oh,
I'm fucking
yeah.
sorry.
You're right.
So I didn't read Harry Potter.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the
okay.
Sorcerer's Stone and the
Okay.
Chamber of Secrets and whatever other nerd
The
shit.
Goblet of Fire, The
Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban,
Okay.
and The Deathly Hollows,
Yeah.
And
the Half-Blood Prince.
Order of the Phoenix.
The Order of the Phoenix.
I love them defending Harry Potter, but now also having to defend J.K. Rowling.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's,
yeah.
Well, that's a perfect thing about what you were saying, dude. That's a counter beef to your beef. Is that when you said, "Oh, I love Harry Potter," right?
Mm-hmm.
And then someone goes, "Yeah, I like J.K. Rowling," and you're like, "Fuck J.K. Rowling." Like, you know what I mean? With the
Yeah, well,
songs?
no, that's terrible. Why would you do that?
Well, because J.K. Rowling says some wild shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. She's that girl that does like Madonna-esque things now, you know?
Madonna-esque? Is that what she does?
The Lena Dunham of literature.
There we go. The
Yeah,
Lena
yeah,
Dunham.
yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
Did you think Lena Dunham was Madonna?
Yeah.
They do look a lot alike.
Yeah, they're...
What? They're what?
Nothing.
They're what?
I'm not going to say.
They're what? Yeah. Tell me that you've never read Harry Potter again.
I've never read Harry Potter ever.
You should.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot more diplomatic than what? Where you go? You know,
Yeah.
Are we allowed to be amazed by that you haven't read Harry Potter?
Yeah.
there's
You
so
know-
many other books.
I mean, but you were so popular in high school, so...
Yeah, it was probably on that platform. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah, I'm sorry.
didn't read Harry Potter. Yeah.
I'm sorry that.
That's why we're loners, dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wasn't as lonely as you. I had friends: Ron, Hermione, and Harry. They were.
I actually won because of the Sorting Hat. So that's actually yeah.
Oh, dude. Maybe
Yeah.
you were the president of Hogwarts too.
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
I was Dumbledore, right? That's the guy.
He's the principal.
He's the president of Hogwarts.
Yeah, he's
That's how. Yeah, it's just, and you're like a team separated in color, right? There's like the green team.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds a little racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you're separated by.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was classist. They didn't see any people of color at Hogwarts.
Oh,
yeah.
no. There was
one black kid
in
there.
Slytherin.
And the Mexican kids, were they?
Oh, there's no Mexican kid.
Neville was Mexican, right?
Was he?
The poorest kid, or wasn't that like the
No,
Ron?
he was the fattest. He was
Okay.
pretty fat.
Yeah, but you just think because he's fat, you related to him, and so he's Mexican? Because that's not how that works, dude. He's not Mexican, I don't think.
Have you ever reached with the fat joke?
Was that a reach, or was that me just commenting on what you were already saying?
I have one chin now, by the way, and I'm losing weight.
Oh, congratulations.
Does he
You
look thinner?
good, yeah. Yeah.
Be honest.
I'm not lying.
Oh, you had your mouth open though. He had his mouth open. That's like a lie. That's a tell.
What the fuck are you talking
I'm a criminal psychologist.
Yeah, we did watch a lot of interrogation videos, and now we actually interrogated our number one fan. Great episode.
Yeah, Nick Laney.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every person who watches anime is also a criminal psychologist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. You were like, I could tell he moved the fucking can 2 inches to the left, which means that he's thinking, which means that he did fuck my girlfriend.
On
you
your
know?
Death Note shit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, dude. So you watched Death Note, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling you I had a friend who had a Death Note in high school, and he wrote kids' names in it from school, from class.
Yeah.
And then they found it, and they called the cops on him. and they went to his house and they found samurai swords. But who doesn't like anime and not have samurai swords?
You have to have at least some anime thing if you watch anime, you know?
I had a kendo stick.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
Kendo sticks are bamboo swords with it's wait, don't laugh. It's what samurais used to train with. And they have a little, like a piece of thread going up what would be the blade, right?
Yeah.
And you're supposed to coat that with chalk so that when you're fucking, you can tell when someone gets hit and where they get hit from the chalk mark that it leaves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I used to have keyblades.
Oh, like from Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the key to my heart just by saying that, huh?
Oh my God. I do the thing where what's right here. Cheers.
Keyblades were cool, and then what's the other? Master Swords, right? Is that what Link had?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, you didn't have a
I'm
childhood.
not an anime guy.
That's video games.
Yeah, those are 2 video games.
Oh, I didn't play Link. My dad played more
Play
Link. Or Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't play
I've never
Zelda.
played those either.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you really didn't have friends.
I
Maybe
played
believe
Lego
you.
Harry Potter with my little brother.
I've played a lot of Lego games. Yeah.
Dude, they're awesome,
I
right?
played Lego Harry Potter.
Dude.
With spoilers, did you ever read the books?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting to the best part of each story in each level.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck the book.
Yeah, you're okay. All right, you got me, dude.
All right,
Wow,
well,
dude. This has been a jam-packed
this
episode,
has been a
dude.
fucking epic episode. And you know, we love comments.
We love comments.
I love
dude.
comments, yeah.
And we like subscriptions.
We love subscriptions.
And we
dude.
like it. We like likes.
Yeah.
We like likes.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know what else we like? Other podcasts.
Yeah.
yeah, which our guest kind of has.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I was working on a different project recently. I tried making this thing called Spirit World. It's like a ghost hunting thing. So,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so
Did you know that he's a ghost?
look out for that soon.
I'm not a ghost, dude.
Spirit World on YouTube or
On
like-
YouTube, yeah. I'm not
Okay.
going to post it on Instagram.
But
I feel
what-
like there's too many other things happening.
Can you, real quick, just tell us a little bit about it? What is it?
Yeah, Spirit World is like my take on a ghost hunting show. I am dealing with a bunch of other spirits and strange and unusual cases that most ghost hunters wouldn't deal with. First episode, I'm dealing with a racist ghost.
Yes.
Second episode, I visit the most haunted cemetery in the world, the Glendale Cemetery. And then third is my ghost hunting hotline. Fourth episode, London is being attacked by an airborne virus that's turning everybody into ghosts. And who's the queen call? Me.
Oh, shit. The class president.
Yeah.
Dude, so they're all on YouTube right now?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think I saw you post on a story or
I
something.
took
like
it down. Yeah.
That. Oh, yeah, I know, but it looked fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
I'm going to go watch I thought there was only one episode out. I'm going to go watch the rest of
4
them.
episodes, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
Maybe there'll be more. If you do go check out Spirit World, leave a comment and say that you were here from Joshrardo.
Do that.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Do
dude.
that. Prove to Vince that people actually watch this podcast.
Yeah, dude.
I got a tattoo. Look at there's a scorpion on the wall.
Watch out, dude.
Stop making that joke. Anyway,
It's so stupid.
he's made that joke 4 times. Anyway.
But one of our listeners went and got a tattoo from Dell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
Shout out Myra. She saw the episode where Gerardo got tattooed, liked Dirty Dale's work, great work, and got a tattoo from him.
Hell yeah.
So people do get things from doing this podcast.
Hell yeah,
Excited,
dude.
man.
And where what's your Instagram handle and stuff too?
Vince_Caldera.
Vince_Caldera. And yeah, give it up one more time.
For Vince.
Caldera!
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, dude. You're welcome back any fucking time.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do next week.
Let's do next week.
And thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for watching, and for being fucking beef seekers. And
with that, we say
bye bye.
What do I say?
that's
Say whatever you
it.
want.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Beef with the boys, sipping on some LaCroix, man. Who want all this smoke? We making all this noise. I'm talking beef with the boys, sipping on some LaCroix, man. Who want all this smoke? We making all this noise. I am the best host of this fucking podcast.
I still pass out when I come. Podcast still number one. Nick Lenny still real fun. I fucking love that man.
Yeah, we back for season 4. Y'all thought we couldn't beef anymore. Shouts out to the GOAT, Nick Laney. Always been a thing, and he's still the baby.